Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. And we can officially say we got 3 points. 3 points, collectors. We can enjoy our Saturday evening, Saturday night. And we can just say, you know what? We didn't get beat this weekend. We actually won this weekend. And we can talk positively about Man United. It's just right. And it's about damn time, because even I was getting sick of talking the way I was about United, even though I am what I am in terms of not backing this manager. But today, we did the job, and we deserve the 3 points for me, in my opinion. So today, you can have your biryani, you can chill, and you can relax. You know, the one's there. Big up to, congrats. I was rooting for United. Eric Ten Hag in. Listen, it is what it is. I don't really care. So we move. But we got Griggs and Brian. How are you guys? Everything on good?
All good, bro. United didn't ruin my weekend. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Can't complain too much today. It was a decent result.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Big up to everyone who's watching. Smash a like. Staffy will be joining us soon as well. So big up to you. And yeah, big up to everyone who's locked in. If you are enjoying the 3 points today, if you have got 3 points, maybe you're a different fan as well, hit the like button. If you're a Bournemouth fan, hit the like button. If you're an Arsenal fan, also hit the like button. But where do we start, man? We have to start, with your overall feelings, man, Griggs, man. What are you saying? 3 points. And yeah, man, a comeback win. I predicted 2-1, and we got the 2-1. But how are you feeling?
The first 20 minutes of the game had me begging for international breakback. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was good. It was okay to watch. I'm not going to say like anything crazy amazing to watch, but it was a good performance, especially the second half. We dominated them. Players stepped up, especially the front three. As from the title, the front three finally looked good. Midfield was okay. Defense, one of our center backs looked like he just wrestled in a Hell in a Cell match. And then the other center back was just a veteran. And yeah, just good performance. Good little tactical tweaks from Ten Hag in the second half. Let's see if he repeats that, or if it's just a one-time thing like it has been for like the past year. Anytime he does something positive, it's like the thing with United is it's good to have the 3 points, but it's until I see some level of consistency, if I can see it like back-to-back games at the very least, let alone an even longer stretch than that, I'm not gonna go too crazy or excited. It was just good to get a win. It was also good to see us play against a potential coach that's in our managerial targets. And I don't know if you guys saw my tweet. I know the UK side, you probably watch Britain's Got Talent when they do the little audition with the red X's. That's what I feel about Thomas Frank today. I'm pressing the red X. That was a terrible audition from him. I'm not gonna lie. It felt like they gave up after the 20th minute. Once they were cooking the first 20 minutes, they had 68% possession. And then all of a sudden, they just said, nah, you know what? That's enough from us today. And then United just took advantage of that. So it's a good performance. It was solid at the end of the day.
Yeah. Big up English Talent FC. Tommy Frank, dead food like fraud McKenna mid. Listen,
relax.
Brentford wasn't that great. Like, they didn't really have that many chances. I mean, I think the Onana save was probably their best chance, I believe. They had did they have a 1v1 moment? I don't think they did. Like, they didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? And this is not me digging at Thomas Frank. He's a good manager in his own right, but I didn't feel like, for me, I was scared of Brentford today. I didn't. Like, genuinely, like, they had a lot of the ball in the first 30 minutes, but that was it. Like, they didn't really do anything to kind of make me like, yo, Brentford are going to cook us here. They didn't. Like, Martinez, for me, was man of the match. I thought he cooked, and Buemo. He didn't really give him any time, and whatnot. And it was down to us, Brian, to do the job. At home, you're the team that needs to initiate, the win. You have the responsibility to win, especially if you're at home. You are the ones that need to be winning the game. And we came up with that, man. But what's your overall kind of thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you play at Old Trafford, you have to have intensity. That's for either the home team or the away team. If you don't play at intensity at Old Trafford, the chances of you winning are going to be pretty low. It's a big pitch, and if the minute United fans get up for it, you're going to struggle. And that's why it's kind of surprising why Manchester United should have such poor form at Old Trafford. It's a tough place for anybody to go if United even play half decent, let alone play well, like we did in the second half. So I would say ultimately, at the end of the day, Brentford just didn't have the quality. That's their level. They don't have the quality, and Thomas Frank might be a decent manager, but I think you'd just be swallowed up at Manchester United, if I'm being honest. He's never been for me. We've been linked to him several times. He's not the one that I would want to replace Ten Hag. But at the end of the day, I still think United performed well enough from the 20th minute mark to deserve the win. We kept the ball better. The tactical tweaks were there from the beginning. Bruno wasn't really playing as a number 10. He was playing as a lopsided right central midfielder. And Rashford was dropping in behind Hjlund, which I think gave us a dynamic I don't think they were expecting. I wasn't even expecting it myself. And Garnacho played off the left. I thought Garnacho was going to play off the right, and then Hjlund was going to play off the left. Rashford was going to play off the left, and that didn't happen. So I think they got caught cold with that, because if you're going to try and mark Bruno Fernandes, you're going to try and mark Marcus Rashford, and Rashford is playing in central areas, it changes the way you approach the game because of his pace and threats in behind. And Bruno doing what he does, trying to get, he had almost kind of like a free roll. So I think the way we set up kind of surprised them a little bit when we grew into the game. And they were never able to tactically fix it after that. They couldn't. And Hjlund, for me, I've always believed in Rasmus Hjlund. He had a really good game today.
Very good
and game. He got better and better as the game went on. His strength and pace. Listen, football match, if you're strong, you're fast. And, once he's able to get that touch right, it's very hard to stop. He's a very hard player to stop. And anytime he got the ball, for the most part, he spun his center back. So that forced Brentford to go backwards.
A little bit more.
They didn't want to give Hjlund space, and with Rashford running off behind him, that even made it worse for them too. So I think we just used the players we have in the right way. And Garnacho, he always keeps going. He always keeps trying. Whatever his quality is up and down, it's inconsistent.
That's what I like.
Garnacho is always going to give you that effort. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Listen, this is why one of the things that I rate about Garnacho, he never gives up in it. And some players may put their head down in it after they stink it out and whatnot. But with him, he's relentless, man. And that, listen, people might not say that's an attribute, but maybe it's part of his mentality that I am fond of, is that he doesn't give up. And to be honest with you, in the first half, there were so many situations where he got 1v1 and then was just a bit, yeah. He put a few balls in, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't, you didn't feel like he was making advantage of it.
He lacks that quality. Second half better was right from the start. That finish was fantastic. I don't care what anybody says. Listen, when you finish like that, you gotta give the person credit, man. That's a hard finish.
Very
like
hard.
For any players, it was a fantastic goal from Garnacho. And again, we've criticized our forward line this season and last season for not having quality, and I think we produced some really high quality stuff. Hjlund's finish again. I love it when a striker can dink a goalkeeper. We rarely see it in football today because I don't know why. Players don't trust themselves. I don't know why, but Hjlund has done that a few times. And when a striker can dink a goalkeeper, good first touch, that shows me that you have something, because I don't see many strikers that do that today. So good moments of individual quality and good team play to get our players in the right positions. I just want to see more. I don't care if Ten Hag is the manager or not. Listen, a win shouldn't change what we think overall, because we saw last season with Poch, even though Chelsea were doing really well at the end of the season, what did they decide? Yeah, we don't think you're good enough to take this team forward. So I'm not looking at it like that. I still want to see my team play well. And at the end of the season, Ineos should still look at it and be like, hey, I think we need a different manager to take us to the next level. That should be the way they should view it. So I'm not going to be rooting for Manchester United to lose. I still think that he's not good enough because the consistency is not going to be there. Now we're going to play a West Ham team that has been abysmal. We should spank them. But I don't know if we're going to. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So
that one there is going to be a funny game. That one, I think it's going to be a banter game. But what do you think was wrong in the first 25 minutes? Because the first 25 minutes was a bit like Brentford were on the ball. They were kind of getting, the problem with Man United is they don't really press as a team. They leave a little bit of gaps in behind. Like, what do you think was wrong in that first 20-25 minutes? Where are we just a bit asleep, Griggs, or is it just a case of, we take a bit of a while to get going? Like, what do you think was wrong in the first 30 minutes? Because I felt Brentford were a better team in that first opening 20-25 minutes, I think, anyway.
I mean, nothing too different from kind of what we've seen in the past. I mean, AJ might be right in the comments, maybe a little post-international break rustiness. It does take sometimes, a couple teams sometimes struggle, but I would say that maybe about a good team. I'm not going to say that about a United. I'm not going to give them that benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to lie. They don't deserve that. I mean, we just started the game how we typically start a Ten Hag match. We're slow. We don't really press as well. And players just got confident. The players just, I think I saw Brian tweet about it. Like, just sometimes the players just look frustrated and they don't know who's meant to be where. And obviously that's a sign of bad coaching and stuff like that. And obviously Dallo, even though he's a right back, now had to get used to playing right back again because he's played left back all season. Lissandro, of course, left back. That's not his natural position. That midfield three, I think, is the first time they've played with each other, maybe the second time since like 2022. Rashford has to get used to playing on the right again. Obviously, he hasn't played right wing maybe since early last season against like Copenhagen, I think, when he got that red card. So maybe it took a little bit them getting used to position and stuff like that. But I think once they smelled maybe a little bit the first opportunity they got from Brentford, they realized, maybe this team's not that good. Maybe we can actually play good. And then Old Trafford did the rest by lifting up the players, and then the players realized, we're better than these guys. And sometimes that's all it takes for United. Sometimes it just clicks into their head, we're better than these guys. We should actually start playing football, and that's what they did today. So
the whole system was kind of different. And the frustrating thing is, like, are we going to go back to Bruno playing in number 10? Yeah, he's taking Bruno out of the number 10. Even we're having aging Casemiro and really no legs in Eriksen in that position. They still control the midfield more than I've seen a United team do in a long time. So it's like, Bruno was dropping in and out, but he had kind of like a free roll on that right-hand side. And we tried to really lock them in with that press. Now, this is what I say, that Ugarte was signed for a reason, right? You saw how high we pressed. The whole team went with that 4-4-2 shape. That's why we signed him, to be able to win the ball high up the pitch and get players like Hjlund and Rashford, fall high up in those dangerous areas. the problem is if we can keep doing it, even when we play a team that has their own system and they're set in their own system and they are very good. Can we do it against them? Can we do it, against better quality opposition? Can we do it against, the Tottenhams and Liverpools and Chelseas and Arsenals? Can we play that way? Or are we going to go and change our system again? We see something else totally different. Let's now build consistency, because I don't see why Ahmad can come in and play where Bruno was playing today. I can't see why we can't have that.
He didn't come on today as well, did he? He
didn't come at all, but come in at all. But I don't think that we can have that. Why can't he have that free role where he's given license to create, floating as kind of that right-sided midfielder? Why can't we have that? Like, players can come in and out of the team. We can have Ugarte filling for Casemiro. Who I thought Casemiro was pretty good today as well. He made some really good tackles.
Very good today.
And on a ball, he was actually pretty good as well. So his passing range is probably one of our best midfielders in terms of passing. So again, we'll see. Like, you see Tottenham, regardless of if they win, if they lose, they play the same way.
Absolutely.
That's what I want to see. Like, let's implement what we have for the rest of the season. Don't start changing it now. Like, don't go galaxy brain it like he always does, where you see something else. Even if you're going to put in Zirkzee, same way, if you play the same way. You can cater to their strengths a little bit differently, but the idea should still be the same. That's what I'm hoping for anyway.
100%. But the incident occurred for the first goal. Dillit obviously went off the pitch. For me, who you guys blaming there? Because are you blaming the referee there, or because I'm blaming our medical staff, because they've had 3 opportunities. Yeah. Sorry.
It's medical staff. Medical staff.
No, that's what I'm saying. The medical staff have 3 opportunities to bandage the guy's head. It's cut open. It's gushing down with blood. Yeah, go and put a bandage around him, man. What are you doing? But they don't. They put some little bit of Vaseline on. Next thing you know, obviously he's gonna go in for another header again, or whatever happens. I don't know what happens. And then they score from that literally same incident. The corner comes in and Pinnock has a free header. I mean, I don't get that, bro. Why are United medical staff not being competent enough? And listen, the rules are the rules. You know what I mean? If your blood's flowing and on the pitch, it's it can't happen. So
it doesn't have to be flowing. The moment in any sport, the referee sees blood, he's stopping the game. Even in NBA, if the ref sees a little bit of blood on someone's jersey, he's taking him out the game. So let alone the leg gushing blood down his face. Yeah. So medical team, bandage up. Someone said that maybe Ratcliffe cut off the first aid funding at the club. Just like cut out.
Bro.
I don't know. But yeah, I don't.
Ain't even have like a biological, his company's meant to be all about medicine and that as well.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on.
It felt like they were waiting for halftime. I felt like they wanted to go into halftime and properly fix him up, but they should just have taken the time to fix him up on the pitch. Like, just do it. Yeah. Whether he's gonna be out for 5 minutes, that's fine. Is what it is. Get it done right. Yeah. And you don't have to deal with it. I don't know. I think that was strange. They seemed rushed in what they were doing, which shouldn't be the case. His player healthcare should come first. Like, treats the player properly, and then Delete ultimately still had a really good game, by the way. But they should have taken the time to treat him properly instead of trying to rush him back on the pitch.
Yeah. And like I said, we go 1-0 down, but in the second half, I think for me, that was a very, very good second half. And the cross from Rashford was and I thought for me, we'll talk about Rashford as well. I think he had a good game for me, very good game. But that cross and then the finish, Garnacho, sweet, bro. Sweet. When you talk about sweet spot, that Garnacho finish was the sweet spot, bro. And it just, you know what? If I don't it sounds crazy, but if we don't score, then do Man United come back in the game? Because that's crucial. Do you think so, guys?
Yeah, I think we just had too much quality for them. Even in the first half, we should have probably scored in the first half as well.
Yeah, we should have. To be fair,
I know the Eriksen chance was like a foul and stuff like that, but we were gaining momentum. The goal came against the Toronto play that corner. Like, they didn't deserve it. So no, I think we would have eventually get. But Garnacho, the first person I've ever seen that can volley better than he can strike a regular ball. The guy's volleying is absolutely clean. Yet when he cuts in and shoots, he P-rolls the ball to the keeper. I don't understand. Bro. This is the thing with the whole United squad. It's the inconsistencies. Same with Casemiro. I'll see Casemiro pull off a first-time cross like I've never seen a DM do before. But when it's time to make a 5-yard pass in the middle of the park, he'll pass it to the other team. It's like this team these players will do the magical moments, right? But it's the basics. But Garnacho needed that goal, first of all, because he also played much better after he scored the goal. He was a lot more threatening because that first half. I don't know if y'all watch basketball, if you know who Dion Waiters is. Garnacho loves every single shot he takes. There's not a single shot that he don't like. He will pull that trigger no matter where he's on the pitch. It's ridiculous. But no, it was a good goal. And for Rashford, that cross, that reminded me of 2021 Rashford, where when we had Cavani, every single time Cavani played up top with Rashford on the right-hand side, Rashford would always have one of those crosses that would always find Cavani in the back post. And it was good to see that. And obviously, I don't know about you guys, but when I saw Rashford was meant to start on the right wing, I was like, oh, like, we're not doing this again. Rashford touchline gimmick on the right-hand side. What's the point here?
Yeah.
But I gotta hold my hands up to Ten Hag. He did good placing him where he was. He had a lot more freedom. Finally having, even though Dalot's the same fullback partner he's had all year, but the other time was on the left, this time on the right. Dalot was offering him a lot more width, and it allowed Rashford to be a lot more comfortable. And that's when we talk about Ten Hag playing to his players' strengths. Yes, maybe Rashford right-hand side is not his natural position, but the other factors around him play to his strengths, whether that be a Dalot right back that can offer him the width, whether it maybe be Bruno not playing as a number 10, but maybe playing a little bit closer to him. Rasmus offering the complete number 9 performance. We'll talk about that later as well. So that was good to see from Ten Hag today. He, for the most part, he coached his players' strengths today. Now, please repeat that in 3 days' time when we go to Turkey, where we're going to be in a tough ground. And
I know.
And let's see what the mentals look like, because it's all easy playing in front of Old Trafford. What's gonna happen in 3 days' time when you got 30,000 Turks screaming down your head?
Facts.
What's the team gonna look like then? Or is he gonna go back into panic mode? Especially because he's playing against Jose Mourinho, who always loves playing against United. You got some former players in there, Fred and Amrabat, the pivot. I'm sure they're gonna. Fred's gonna be pressing like a crazy maniac on Thursday.
Bro,
he's gonna be a one-man pressing machine. Eden Dzeko always got something for us too from back in the day. So,
he's still around.
Yeah, he's still around. Ten Hag is probably gonna go with the same lineup again. The guy's the most stubborn man in the human race.
He's got to switch up, man.
He's not switching up anything. I promise you. That same starting 11 that played today will be the same starting 11 that walks out that tunnel in front of Fenerbahce on Thursday. There's not gonna be a single change. You don't.
To be fair, you can get away with it against in this after international break because they're all fresh and ready. You know what I'm saying to you. Rashford gave him another cross, but he missed. He missed. Oh, okay. Yeah, he did, to be fair. Yeah, he did give him a... Yeah.
Oh, that's so beautiful, man. Oh,
I think for me, that was a perfect response we got. And we needed that. We genuinely needed that that goal then. Because, I don't know, Brian, did you Greg says, we would have won another game if we didn't score at that point. Do you believe we would have won the game still?
I mean, it's hard to know, but it's an if. I think we were better than them in the first half. We just were playing, we was making mistakes we shouldn't have been making. And in the second, we just opted in the level of intensity. So the goal could have come from somewhere else. We should have scored more goals in the second half. That's been the story of United's season anyway. We don't score enough goals. But I think we should have won regardless. The quality was just there. And they don't... Outside of Wissa, who else were they going to bring on to change the game? There wasn't really that many options for them. So, no, I think we would have won, just as usual. But the proof of if this is like a tactical system that could work or it's more consistent is what we do from now on. Because with Ten Hag, as we all know, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. It's up and down consistently. So let's go into our next Europa League game, let's win. Let's go into the game against West Ham, let's win. Let's build some consistency. Then you can look back on a game like Brentford and be like, okay, yeah, that system wasn't just a one-off. It wasn't a fluke win. It wasn't just us being more hungry to win or anything like that. It was actually a tactical plan and a game plan that Brentford couldn't handle. So with more games, we'll have a better idea of what this team is right now.
Absolutely. And then obviously we get the goal for Rasmus Hjlund, man. What a finish. And brilliant pass from Bruno. And yeah, man, bro, listen, that finish there is very, very good, people are going to say that's an easy finish, but to dink it over the keeper there when you want to blast it as well. You want to try and get that ball, low into that corner, maybe. But Flecken's a good keeper. So to chip him there, Flecken, I think that was a a very, very good finish. So fair play to him, man. And Hjlund deserved that, man. He deserved the goal at least. I mean, that finish for me was quality, man. And
Yeah,
2-1.
his all-round play was fantastic.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he spawned his center backs more than once. Like I saw like 2, 3, 4, 2, 3 times in the first half. Did it more in the second half. Like there is something with this kid, and I've watched him, and I watched him at Atalanta, and I saw that there's a player here. He has a very unique set of traits that there not many strikers have, where he's built like a tank and he's really fast, but his feet can be really nice too. His feet can be nice. Like people say he has a touch of an elephant, but like when he's actually like on it, you can tell like it's tough. Like, and when you get him in front of goal, he's usually good at putting the ball in the back of the net. He doesn't shoot enough for me. Like I'm like he had his chance in the first half where he had it on his right foot, and then he was concerned about the player getting injured, and then for me it's like don't care. Ruud van Nistelrooy will not care. Like Suarez will not care. You should be ruthless. Like whatever. Leave it up to the referees. Let them sort it out if he's injured or not.
Yeah.
Pick up the ball, and I think he was more concerned about the injured player than finishing the chance. But again, you can see that they're so terrified of his pace and his strengths that he even said it at the post match that he was less concerned about wrestling the defenders. So good awareness. Van Nistelrooy is clearly and he did give credit to Van Nistelrooy as well that he's been working with him. So listen, if we can get Rasmus scoring goals, man, it is only a benefit to us. I think he would be one of the most dangerous strikers in the Premier League if you can get him. Because his goal to shot ratio is really, really good.
You know what?
He's really good.
What is that stat? There's a stat that said, I think I seen it on Twitter today.
He has 18 goals for United from 13 xG.
Okay, which is
really good.
It's really good. Conversion rate is amazing.
And one of the reasons why, go on.
I was gonna say with Hjlund today, by the way, was by far his best performance in United shirt. Not just because of the goal. I would have said it without the goal too. Obviously it's good to see him on the score sheet and all that kind of stuff, but I think Brian mentioned the non-wrestling part. When he got into going up against Ethan Pinnock is no easy task because last year when he went up against Ethan Pinnock dominated him. It was an ugly sight. But today he obviously was backing up against him, but he kept always going as near to the ball as possible and just kept doing first time flicks. Didn't really think about it.
That's what he's got to do.
Either first time flick or he spun him, like Brian mentioned earlier. He spun him and then he ran right past him because no one could catch up with Rasmus Hjlund if he's on.
But
once he speeds up, it's very hard to do it. So it was really good from him. The link play, he always found the passing option. He even took the tackle instead of sometimes he delay it, and he took the hit from the opposition to win the foul and stuff like that. And then the finish, I love a chip as well. And I think for me, when I noticed the way Zirkzee performed as well when he came out, I don't want to really take a dig at Zirkzee, but I think the best version of United, I do think Rasmus needs to be the number 9. And I'm not saying because he's a better player than Zirkzee. I think it's just the profile. I just think his athleticism, his box instincts, what he can offer. Yes, link play, Zirkzee's better than him at link play, but I think the Hjlund has that dog in him that you need as a number 9. As a number 9, you got to have that extra level of aggression. And I think Hjlund has that to a certain level. I think obviously it could get better, but he's still very young, so we'll see how it does. And like having a Ruud van Nistelrooy as your coach only helps out because he's literally one of the doggiest strikers we've ever had. So it was good to see from him. Obviously, it's one game. Hopefully, we see it more and more and more. Hopefully,
that's the thing,
The thing with Rasmus is once he gets that goal, he loves going on a run. Once he scores that first goal,
of course.
Don't forget he scored in his not last start, but the start before that against Porto. So that's 2 and 3 as a starter of the season. That's good. You scored in 2
as a starter.
Last season, I think his last 2 Premier League games he scored. He had that good cameo in the FA Cup final against City as well, where he didn't score a goal, but he progresses up and down the pitch and his cameos. So I love the way Hjlund does. The front 3 today looked really good. Don't forget, we saw this front 3 last year. It's not the first time we've seen this front 3. But it's one of the few times we've seen it where Rashford and Garnacho are actually on the opposite flanks. Last year, we saw more of Rashford on the left and Garnacho on the right. I think with Rashford on the right, it might benefit Hjlund just a little bit more because I think Rashford might have just a little bit better of a creative bone in his body than a Garnacho off the right. So
Did Rashford play purely of the right? You seem to me like he was playing closer to Hjlund.
He was
centrally.
I know. I'm just saying, like, in terms of like, just like in general on that right hand side, not just like on the wing, but just like in those areas, because I think Rashford's a much better crosser than Garnacho. I think he has a better cross. So obviously, as a striker, you want that cross. And obviously, not that Rashford really crossed to Hjlund today, but it's just good to see it. And also, it was good to see Bruno finally assist Rasmus Højlund, because I'm not even joking. We need to check the stats. That may be the first time that Bruno has assisted Rasmus Højlund in their time at Man United, and it wasn't even a crazy assist. It was like a little discreet.
This is a little dink, little
nice,
you know,
nice little dink. But it was good today. It was good from Højlund. I'm glad to see it, because at the end of the day, we did spend 70 mil, and it was a project signing. But this is what we paid for it. This is what we want to see at a consistent level from him, and hopefully the coaching staff. And I'm not gonna only place expectations on him. As a coaching staff, keep telling him to play the way he did today. Don't be doing route one to him. Keep involving him in the game, because
Onana just kept lumping the ball, man. It's just, oh my god, man. Onana's kicking is so overrated, man.
Was it bad? Was his kicking that bad? Because he had one that he got through to Dalot. That was almost a goal.
We do that every game, by the way. Dalot has
I know that pass happens every game. I always bring it up.
I don't rate his kicking, man. Onana. I've never rated his kicking. For me personally, anyway. But you know what Sam Højlund did say though, which I think for me is so, you know, maybe he's listening to I don't know, watching podcasts or something like that. But he said, I was trying not to fight too much with defenders. I was trying to focus on getting the ball to my feet. So you know what's mad, yeah? When we say it, yeah, we're seen as toxic fans and we're negative, yeah. But this is something that I think everybody has noticed. Like, he does a lot of wrestling. A lot of, just maybe not focusing on what he has in terms of his qualities. Generally, like for me, his touch is something that I've always said. Work on that first touch. Be confident in that first touch. You need to be confident in that. Don't try and make sure you're trying to get in a wrestling match. And for the first, I would say 15 minutes, yeah, he did it a wrestling match. And then it clicked for him. It just somehow, he might have won his first ball or whatever it was, and then he started to be a bit more confident. Like you said, Griggs, he started to then just play the 1-2, give and go, quick touch, cross. So that's what you want to see, man. And like I said, I've always said with Højlund, I criticize him, but I'm not said like it's finished for Højlund. Like, he still has a future at Man United, and we need to get the best out of him, because we bought him 72 million. Yeah,
it's coaching. I think Van Nistelrooy has been getting on him, and getting on Zirkzee too, for different things really. I think he's coaching, because Van Nistelrooy is very vocal. If you see him on the touchline, he's constantly like talking to the players, and if they do something wrong, if there's a break in play, he's trying to get on him. But this is not. I'm not surprised at this, because we saw this at Atalanta. Yeah. Like, he has that touch. Like, we saw it in his first game against Arsenal. That flick to Garnacho, like, he has that touch. He can do that. The question is, okay, is it confidence? Is it getting him to do it more? I was very worried in the first season when he said he's been watching Lukaku, and I'm like, that's not the striker you should be watching, mate. That's not the guy you should be watching. Lukaku is the wrong profile for you. Like, for me, you should be watching Tevez in terms of movements. Go back and watch Tevez, the way Tevez was moving, that front post run. He said he's even lost some weight on Højlund. He said that, I think, a week ago, so that he's actually lost some weight. So good. You don't need to be this, like, you're already a big guy. You don't need to be any bigger. His frame is good. Focus on your movement in the box. Focus on getting across the defender into the near post. Focus on your touch. Like, the ability is there. He just needs to be more consistent. Like, just do it more. Like, and people will be off your back, man. Like, nobody. I don't think there's any Manchester United fan that wants to see him fail. I think people like what they like, and people want to make fun of him. But at the end of the day, he has a good ability. There's very few young strikers you go by right now that are going to be that much different. There's really not. Like, you're still going to have to coach them, which I'm glad that we're doing. Like, I like hearing when coaches get praised. It shows me they're doing their job.
Do you not think that, for me, because I think this is what I noticed now, is that I think Højlund suits Rashford and Garnacho more than Zirkzee does. Like, I generally believe, like, and I know it sounds crazy, maybe a bit too early, but the wingers that I think, for me, because with Zirkzee, he wants players to link up with, but then the wingers that are, for me, they're all over here. So what's he going to link up with? Do you know what I'm trying to say to you?
No.
If he had wingers, that were a bit
That's more on
more
the coach,
kind of,
though. That's more on the coach.
yeah, I know that's not the coach, but still, though, I don't think they're going to be dynamic enough to even to link up with him.
A Rashford and Zirkzee
yeah.
theoretically should be working because we saw the best of Rashford with Martial, and I'm not saying Zirkzee is Martial, but in terms of profile, it's the closest you could get to it, and that's what I think. Obviously, Rashford on the right doesn't fit Zirkzee because there's no point in that. But a Rashford on the left. But the thing is, Ten Hag has had Rashford playing on the left this season as a wide playmaker. Probably because we have no left-footed left back. Obviously, because maybe that's part of the reason why. But I do think Zirkzee can still. I also really just want to see Zirkzee and Hjlund play together. I just want to see that dynamic one time, just to see what it looks like. Just one time, I'm begging, just so I can see what it looks like, so I can really make an assessment of it. And if it doesn't work, I'll never beg for it again. It's fine. You tried it out. It didn't work. It is what it is. We move on. But for example, when we were up 2-1 this game, yes, it was only a one-score game, but it didn't really feel like Brentford were really threatening us. Instead of taking Hjlund off for Zirkzee, why not take Bruno off? And let's just see what Zirkzee.
That's what someone said to me today in the ground,
and Hjlund can do.
Yeah, there's someone I came out of the ground, and that's exactly what they said. They said, why don't you just take Bruno off, put Zirkzee in the 10, leave? But then Hjlund has only played, how many minutes so far this season? So he's probably managing his minutes, and they don't want to get him injured again. Do you know what I mean? So maybe that's the way he's trying to preserve,
Do you think about Bruno's performance, though? Do you think it was because I didn't notice him much in the first half?
No.
I didn't really notice him. And in the second half, I feel like as if where he played, he was out of the way. It's weird to say.
I want that, though. I want that.
He was out of the way, and, he influenced the game when he needed to, and he kept it simple. So I didn't really hear from Bruno a lot, but I prefer that than the chaos ball where he gets in and he tries things he shouldn't really be trying on the pitch. But I wouldn't say he had a great performance. He got the assist for Hjlund. I thought it was a smart flick. It was basic performance, yeah.
And that's what I want from Bruno. My goal for Bruno is for me to say piss off Bruno 5 times or less during a match. If I say it more than 5 times, that means he's had a bad game. If I only say piss off Bruno 5 times in a match, that's good for me. Because this season I'm averaging about 15 of them every single game. So let's keep it at 5 or less. Basic Bruno, just give me 6 out of 10s, and that's good enough for me. I'm not expecting the world from you.
Yeah.
Just give me average performances, because honestly, an average performance from you is good enough. I don't want you to be the Hollywood hero. Let the front 3 be the Hollywood heroes. Let them be the heroes. You just keep it ticking. If you really want to play that killer pass, if you really think you can play it off, go ahead. But make sure it's at least like 25 yards or closer to the goal. Because if it's further, then we can get counterattacked. Let's keep it like that. Casemiro too. Casemiro really wasn't in build-up today. Let's keep it like
exactly.
That. Far away from build-up.
Martinez was more involved coming into midfield when he was playing on that left back. Again, this is what I told people when it comes to profiling. When Arteta was like, I will play this guy as my left back. People were screaming up, and I'm not saying he can play every game, but there are certain games like this where it's like, we can play Martinez to come into that midfield and help it build up. Like, that's his bread and butter. He's supposed to be one of the best ball playing centre backs in the league, and we can't use him enough in build up. We should, and allow Dalot to overlap like he should be. And we have Mazraoui, who didn't even feature today. So again,
100%.
The squad is there. We should be getting more out of it. We haven't even seen Euro this season. We haven't really integrated Ugarte this season. So there's a lot more that we should be getting out of this team than Ten Hag excuses and the Ten Hag inners come out and say. We are not maximizing our players. If you watch other teams, you will notice a lot of teams, they don't always like play at the best level. You will see it, but the coaching, the system is what carries them through. So we need to keep seeing same repeatable function from today. If I see something totally different again, against Fenerbahce, whoever. I'll just be. It's just gonna be tire me out. Like, please, just more of the same.
How close is Lenny Euro to returning? Because no disrespect to Johnny Evans, but we're gonna run.
He still played a brilliant performance today.
I know. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about. There's no Harry Maguire for I think a decent amount of time.
Couple more weeks, I think.
Couple more weeks.
Yeah.
Bro, no one wants to see Victor Lindelof play because I saw Lindelof's substitution and my day was already ruined. I saw him warm up in the first half, bro. I was like, bro, my day is ruined.
He might,
I'm not trying to see that guy. So
Johnny Evans playing twice a week is crazy at 37.
He doesn't look, I blame Luke Shaw for this. This is why I blame.
Of course it is.
That bum.
Luke
Should even.
Yeah, his date is unknown. His date is unknown. Apparently, he's not.
I don't even want to talk about Luke Shaw, man. Because seriously, see, this guy is still injured.
Wasted energy, man. He's wasted energy. You know what I mean? He's not. He's not around.
No,
right
I don't
now.
want to see. I don't really want to see Mazraoui Dalot fullback combo because they're good players. Don't get it twisted. They're both good players. I just think when you play them together, when you play Dalot left back, you take away a little bit of his final third ability and the overlapping. And I like Brian mentioned, I liked Leach at left back today. It wasn't anything too crazy. It wasn't anything special, but
but it is special though when you lock up
Mbeumo. I'm on to you, Saeed, as well, because you said man of the match for Lisandro Martinez. That's
yes.
criminal to you. That's
not for me though. Not for me.
Yes, because you know why? Mbeumo is the key man. The one in form, the one that everybody's fearing.
It was, but Mbeumo's not like your 1v1 winger that's gonna like terrorize you. He's kind of guy that.
Yeah, but that's the one that everybody was watching. And today, and let's be honest, Lisandro Martinez has not been in good form, you know. And also when you actually deep it, like I know you say he's good in build-up play, Brian, but the wide channels, you got him. He's quite. I thought for me he was aggressive. He was on it, and to be honest with you, he was one of the reasons why we actually did any sort of build-up from the back, man. Okay, it could be Rashford. It could be a lot of players today, if I'm being honest with you. It could be Hjlund. Could be Garnacho. You know what I mean? I'm just giving it to Lisandro because I'm like, bro, he literally has been in bad form. And like, I seen a very good performance from him today. That's my point.
It was a good performance. I think in terms of having more influence, maybe some other players probably did. But he did his job really well. He wasn't exposed. He got his distances right. He timed his tackles really well. Yeah, which we haven't seen from him this season. He's been really rash.
We didn't see a WWE tackle today. That's
we didn't see him get skinned. Like, for the most part, I think he was pretty good.
Very good.
I just wanted. So I do want to see him go up again. I'm just worried about the left back. I think he's good, but I'm worried about when he comes up against a winger that has a bag to him. For example, like Oscar Bob was like cooking him in the Community Shield and stuff like that. I don't know who Fenerbahce's winger is, but next week, for example, Jared Bowen. Let's see how he does against that kind of stuff.
What do you think about the options? Like because I've been seeing us linked with this Fulham left back and Davis Robinson because we need a left back. We need a left back badly, man. But obviously we've been linked to the player we let go as well, Alvaro Fernandez as well. So.
The cheek on Ten Hag to mention him.
He did mention.
Like Ten Hag didn't make me watch Regulon last year instead of just giving Alvaro Fernandez minutes. Let me not get started on that. But in terms of the left back, I think honestly, I don't think that needs to go too crazy with left back because no disrespect to the position, but you just have to be basic. You just have to do the fundamentals right, and you'll be fine. You don't need to be a superstar. Like obviously would I love a Theo Hernandez? Yes. Would I love an Alphonso Davies? Yes. But you don't have to like go break the bank for a left back that will transform this team. That's not what the vision is meant to do. I like Anthony Robinson. I really like Ait Nuri. I just think he's very, very tidy and stuff like that. If you want a little bit more of a solidified left back, maybe that's like solid at the back, maybe a Kirkesh from Bournemouth. I think he's got the person.
Yeah, has he been playing this season a lot though?
He's played today. I think he played.
Yeah, he played today.
Yeah, he played today.
I think he's solid. We need to upgrade. I just don't think like Alphonso Davies, for example, wants like 300 bags a week. I don't want to go anywhere near that.
He's going to Real Madrid. You just knowing it, like
I just want a style left. First of all, my first priority for my left back that we signed is that you're available for 85% of your games. That's my first priority.
Yeah,
be available, and after that, second of all, be left-footed, and third of all, just be solid defensively and just be off for something in attack. You don't have to be Trent Alexander-Arnold. Just be available on the overlap, on the underlap, and just be a constant nuisance to the opposition. And
I like the Theo Hernandez shout. AC Milan.
Yeah. If we get it for cheap, if there's really the rumblings over there.
His contract is running down. I don't know if he's up this season, but I think it's up next season.
We also have to be very, very, understanding where we are. If we don't make top 4 next season, then it's going to be difficult to get these guys in, man. You know what I'm saying to you? We got Mandy.
Ineos need to be ambitious. I'm not giving them that excuse.
Is Theo Hernandez?
I would love to get going.
Because I want to protest against George Mendes clients. I don't want to sign any more George Mendes clients. I want an embargo on George Mendes clients. I want him banned.
You can't do that, man. You cannot do that.
No,
You
no,
can't
no,
do
hold
that
on,
because
hold on,
George
hold on.
Mendes has such an extensive client list. Like he's going to get a banger of a player at some point. So you cannot do that,
You
man.
can't.
come on,
You just
You can't do
man.
that, man. You know, I don't even think he did us dirty like that, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I know
No.
people
Probably
don't
Ugarte,
like
bro.
Ugarte. Just give him time. Just give him time like you give Zirkzee time. We need to incorporate them into the system because playing in a
To be
3,
fair, Ugarte had a good run today. To be fair, he had that nice little run where he
that
came
run
back.
in the end, yeah,
That
that's
was
that's
good,
more
that was
so what Ugarte can do when he picks up the ball and carries the ball and passes 1, 2, 3 players, and then he can lay it off. Come on, like that's a good thing to have. We don't have many players in midfield who can actually carry the ball. So having Ugarte that can do that, I just think he needs to time. His problem is timing. He seems to jump out to the tackle too soon. He needs to just wait a little bit.
Just wait in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just wait, and that. Yeah, it's true. I think ultimately, you know, with the left back situation, we should have got it done in the summer, but January. I don't see us getting a left back in January. Like,
Man.
not
We
Robinson.
can.
I don't think you're gonna get Robinson. Like, would you want to spunk 30 minutes?
No, Robinson. I don't rate him like that.
Nah,
He's a straight line runner. I'm not.
It's gonna be someone that is
No.
maybe not getting first team minutes somewhere. We could possibly get him, on a decent fee. In January, not many players leave in January, man. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So it is
All
what
I'm
it
saying
is.
is, if Wolves are in relegation by January, they're gonna need that bread. Go
We need
try
listen.
to watch for Ainuri.
Don't
Yeah.
mention Wolves near me, man, because you're gonna upset me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we should have signed
yeah.
Cunha. We should have signed Cunha.
We'll split the block.
Listen,
Now the
bro.
Wolves fire sale next summer. I will be there. I
Bro.
have the wait. I forgot. Low key. I just mentioned George Mendes. I'm pretty sure like 85% of Wolves have George Mendes as their agent.
Yeah, someone, man.
we-
Yeah, 100%,
listen,
bro. So you probably
If
have
we're going to sign anyone from Wolves, we need to sign Cunha. End of story.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm looking forward to seeing him play tomorrow, man. Like I watch Wolves games. Like when I look at Manchester United's fixtures, I look at where's Wolves playing because he's my favorite player in the Premier League. And for me, if you put Cunha right in this Manchester United team to play off the left, bro, like those chances, those one-on-ones that Garnacho is getting, that Rashford is getting, like he can get by his man. Like he can play in center forward position. He can play in Bruno's position. I don't understand why. He would make so much sense for us.
Yeah.
He would make so much sense for us in terms like anyone that says Cunha is a bad player just doesn't watch him. Like it's crazy to me because even from this season, you've seen his performance. Saeed, I'm sure you've watched him a few times.
No,
He's been
100%,
really,
man.
really good.
He's very. I like his dynamic kind of style is so good, man. And I think for me, he's waiting for a top 4 club, man. But
Yeah, he is.
Now,
He is.
it's one of them where who wants to take that?
That South American curse at United is strong though. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
Yo, South American people touch this club, and all of a sudden they forget how to play the sport of football.
I know. Talk about South Americans. Big up to Mandy says. Big up saying I liked Ugarte running forward. He's a ball carrier. Listen, he's one of them. Like he doesn't like to sit back. He's one of them. He wants to go forward, man. He's a box to box for me, and he's not a sitter. He's not a 6. He wants to go forward with the ball, But where do Man United fit him in? That's the key question here. Where do Man United fit him in?
It depends on the game. Where I think if you want someone to play next to Casemiro that has a bit more legs, that's going to help protect the team. If we're going away to Anfield, for example, I would want to play Ugarte and Eriksen and Casemiro in midfield than having Bruno in there. So I think he'd be very useful for us. We just need to focus on replacing Casemiro and getting the right 6 to replace him. Which is going to be very difficult because it's not as easy as people think it is. There's not many 6s in football that I'm like, yeah, let's go get that guy. For United's level, I don't know.
There might be
Sorry?
there might be 0 6s that I want at United. I'm being like, like a definitive 6. Like because I think most there's the only Rodri might be the only 6 in the world I really, really rate. That's like a true 6. Maybe Zubimendi, but he's not gonna come to United, so there's no point in even mentioning his name.
Zubimendi.
It's like
is even complete? Like is Zubimendi complete enough for what we want him to do?
No, I don't think United will sign him anyway. But that's what I'm saying. So it's like I would rather just sign. I just want a midfielder that can be good defensively, that can be good offense. Just a complete midfielder. Just be a hybrid of a 6 or 8. Because there's no true number 6 in the world that's good other than what.
Yeah.
He's the only one. It's a dying position. So
No, I think Man City will get him though in January. I genuinely think Man
Zubimendi?
City. Yeah, I think Man City will bid for Zubimendi in January. You know,
Wow,
but
I don't.
let's see. I don't know what's going. Let's talk on Rashford. And big up to everyone who's watching. By the way, please hit the like button if you can. That will help the channel massively. So right now, if you're watching, hit the like button, people. Rashford today, I can't lie. Like this season overall, I think we do need to give him a bit of credit. Like I don't think he's played. He's not really had a bad 90 minutes. I think for me,
first two games were bad. First
two. Which one was them ones?
Fulham and
The
Brighton.
Fulham and
Brighton.
Brighton. Yeah, he was
Brighton,
not
yeah,
that.
yeah.
He had 0 shots in both games.
Oh yeah, remember, for me. But Rashford, I can't complain. I've not been. You know me. I've got the biggest agenda with Rashford. I've said it from day one. You know, I don't rate Rashford, but this season I'm gonna give him his fair credit. Like he's been putting in his shift. And one thing as well, he's been tracking back as well. He's been, you know, involved in the play. He's been spraying the ball. You know what I mean, out to Garnacho and that. Been taking a care of the ball. Like today, one thing I liked about today is that he just didn't rush anything today. He didn't need to rush anything today. He kept taking care of the ball, and I thought he was just a bit more like he used his brain. He played like a mature, like he's gonna be 27 soon, like a 27-year-old today. Do you know what I mean? Like
It wasn't like he has a long-term future for us, Rashford.
Not really. I don't think so. But we I think for me we're stuck with Rashford though. I don't think anyone's gonna come in for him. He's gonna be here regardless. Like he's on good money. He lives in Manchester, and I don't see him going anywhere. Where would he go at this minute? Unless someone came in for him.
The thing with obviously today was a good performance. I think he's been playing like this pretty much. I say probably for most part the last month and a half. Today was probably maybe the best one out of the performances. I think he was just a little bit more complete performance. I know he got. I don't even care about the assists, right? Because he should have had about 3 assists this season by putting chances on the platter for his teammates that they haven't converted. So it's not even about that, but like I think him playing on the right, but the role he played on the right, because like I mentioned earlier, if he was doing touchline winger like on the right, he'd look out of the game. He'd be a ghost. But the fact that he was on the right, but like Brian mentioned earlier, he really wasn't a right winger. He was kind of like a right forward. He was like literally right behind the striker. Even though he wasn't on his dominant side, he was still involved in the attack. He was close to the box where he was at his best. And I think with Rashford, it's very simple. Just play him as close to the box as possible. Because that's where you see the best of Marcus Rashford. If you play him out wide, he's not your wide playmaker. He's not a Mitoma. He's not a Kvaratskhelia. He's not that kind of winger. And if you expect him to be that kind of winger, then that's just on you. He's a guy that's a predator in the box. He needs to be as close to the box as possible. He has a good cross on him. He's not a crazy creator. I think for me, Rashford can never be your best forward in a team that's meant to win anything. But I think for me, it is up to him as well. But he will need to accept his role. He could be a Robin or the third guy. I think he's still good enough for that. It's just about if United can also create a good enough attack around him where those guys are also definitively better than him. Because yes, we've been mad about Rashford being the first option and stuff like that. But the thing is, though, we haven't surrounded him with forwards that are better than him, where we can say let those guys take the shine. He's still better than most of them. He's still better forward than Garnacho. He's still a better forward than Hjlund at this moment in time. We don't know what Hjlund's going to be.
Of course,
4 years, but he's better than them.
Martial, more effective as well.
He was better than Martial once Martial really had that downfall after 1920. He was better than him. He was better than Sancho in the United jersey, all that kind of stuff. Ahmad didn't take those opportunities that were given to him enough, maybe to prove that maybe he's the best forward at United. So whether you like Rashford or not, he's the one that's had to be taking that. So I want this up to United. Go get that left winger that we've been crying out for. Go get the guy, maybe go spend the money on Vicha, for example, and go get a left winger that can properly compete with Marcus Rashford and push him to the limits. Because for Marcus Rashford, it's as simple as that. If you get him a left winger that can compete with him, then we'll see what Marcus Rashford is really made of. Can he compete? Will he take that challenge? Or maybe
we just need to define the roles. We don't have defined roles in this team. I would like us to be like, okay, Manchester United, we're going to play a team that plays 4-4-2. Like that's what we are. That's what we're going to do. So it then should allow a player like Rashford to know, okay, I'm playing next to the striker. This is my role. Maybe on the rare occasion I play on the left. I don't really think he's not a left, like Griggs said, he's not a touchline winger. So when you have him on that left wing, he's not really, like you didn't see him really running into people as much today. He had a lot more space. He was able to kind of drop in, pick up the ball, get past maybe one player and then, move to maybe shoot or cross. it's his game was simplified. So I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see. I think that in that particular role, he's better, but I don't know. I don't know if he's the best we can have in that role anyway. Like in this role behind the striker, I don't think he's the best we can have, but I think he's more effective in this role.
Yeah.
So
one thing he is in this team is that he's probably our most obviously he's the most experienced one in there, but it's like with Rashford, he's not doing anything that's out of this world, though, is he? Let's be honest, like, but he's just simplifying his game, which I think for me is better than doing this flashy performance that is, trying to be the main man. Like he doesn't want to be the main man right now. And today, I'm just seeing a performance like, you know what? It's just matured and he's not doing like crazy stuff. And I don't mind that. I've always said with Rashford, if you're going to simplify his game and give me a 7, 8 out of 10 every week, I don't think nobody's going to be mad about that. And that's why for me today, I'm never like, some people might be in the crowd and might be tweeting like Rashford. Like I've not tweeted about Rashford for a hot minute. Let's be honest. I'm more criticizing Bruno because Bruno wants to do what Hollywood pass. Bruno wants to be that kind of, crazy guy, But with Rashford, I genuinely have not had a lot to complain about his game because I've just found it to be, fair play. Rashford doing his thing.
I think we're also with Rashford compared to Bruno. First of all, I think Rashford's a better footballer. That's the first thing. At their best, Rashford's a better footballer. And I also think Rashford, you can kind of tweak his role a little bit better where you can still be good even with Rashford. With Bruno, you can hide it, but it'll also take a lot from the team and stuff like that. I just think, yes, there's upgrades to Rashford. I'm not saying he's like the best left winger, but when you look at the market, like I mentioned, maybe your Vichas and stuff like that, or maybe if you really want to go get Rafael Leao, even though I think this fan base will treat Rafael Leao the same way they treat Marcus Rashford anyway.
I don't think he's the right guy for us.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think that position is like, with the money that United have and so many other positions they still need to upgrade. Is it really worth? Maybe in a year's time you go really upgrade on Marcus Rashford. But for example, this summer that people that want Rashford gone, I still think
it's gonna be Eze. It's gonna be Eze.
I don't really want Eze.
I'm not really moved by Eze on the left wing.
Same.
I'm like, for example, like we mentioned Cunha.
We could get better than Eze, man. Let's be honest.
I would go for Cunha. That's who I would go for. But I'm looking at the club.
Yeah, they want Eze. They want the English.
They want Eze and
Go get Florian Wirtz.
We don't go. First of all, we don't got the bread for that. Second of all, we don't have the pull. We don't have the pull for that. We don't have the pull for that right now.
What if we get Nagelsmann in the summer and he go and gets Florian Wirtz?
No.
Listen, who knows? Who knows, man?
He's a special player.
I don't want to spend. I'm
also. My heart is like, man, signing players, attacking players on the Bundesliga. It's been such a burn. Like, it's just not worked. We signed Kagawa, who was killing it in the Bundesliga, and he just didn't look it. And we signed Sancho, so I don't know. I just don't know if he will work in our team. I think we need, like, he's a good player. He's very creative and he scores goals.
Yeah.
I just want to sign more players from the Premier League. We need more Premier League signings right now, so we know what we're getting right from the off. That's what I would focus on, because you need the right conditions for Wirtz. You need the right situation, and someone coming from a system that's very functional coming to the Premier League. And it's going to be 100 million unless we get him out of his contract.
Speaking of that position that Rashford played today, because I think Mbomo plays a similar position for Brentford in terms of his role.
Yeah, he does.
Who would you rather sign? Would you rather sign like an Eze, or would you rather sign like an Mbomo or a Semenyo?
I wouldn't mind Mbomo United. Yeah,
because don't forget, Mbomo, by the way, is only like 25. He's not. He looks like he's 32.
Yeah, he's got some fake age though, man.
He's 25.
He looks older than that, but yeah, it's true. I wouldn't mind Mbomo rather than with Mbomo. I know I could get him in multiple positions. I could make the front two. I could get him on the right.
What do you think, Isak?
Hey.
Isak, he can play on the left, he can play on the strike.
Like Isak, yeah. But Cunha as well is similar. I would want with Eze, he's a baller. Nobody's saying Eze is not a baller. But the problem is though, if you don't have a definitive role for him, which at the minute he's been playing on the left, been playing the 10, playing there. It's one of them where, and I just don't know if he's a killer up front as well.
He doesn't score enough goals. Yeah, he doesn't score enough goals for me.
The thing with Eze is, I can't trust Eze in a big game. Like if I have to go to war, can I trust Eze on that pitch? I don't trust him.
There you go. There
I
you go.
don't think he's the type of guy that like he'll just take the game. Like he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He has quality.
Good
like
player,
that.
man.
Like for example, his previous teammate Olise. Like I think for me, it was very clear that Olise was better than Eze, and Eze maybe had as much natural talent as Olise, but I think Olise just had that little bit more of the killer instinct in him. Just that I'm that guy, and I'm gonna show it that I'm that guy. And you're seeing what he's doing at Bayern Munich. He's taking that next step, and he took it with ease. I don't see Eze like that. I think the way I see him play for Palace this season, half the time he looks like he's half-assed, like he don't even want to be there. Like
I think he wanted to move.
Yeah, he
wanted to move and it didn't happen. I think that's why he looks the way he looks.
But in my opinion, I don't want to be like harsh, but like at a player, I'm also thinking like, okay, you didn't get that move, but show the other teams why they messed up. Be even better and be like, yo, you messed up not signing me. Now maybe another club's gonna come sign me and you missed out on your chance. So obviously it's okay to be mad maybe the first like month or so, like But I think it's been like 2 months now and it hasn't really been that good for Palace this season.
We need that killer. We need that creator and killer on that left side.
Yeah.
That left wing. Because listen, no, Garnacho, I respect the work and his endeavor and everything, but he's still not a starter for me.
Yeah, 6-man rule, bench rule, man.
Yeah. So I don't know who. Kvaratskhelia would be fantastic. Like that would be his player that I'm like, yeah, this guy can have the number 7 shirt. He'd be expensive though, but I think Napoli might be more open to selling him because I feel like
there's always someone that I rated, man. Like he's a
baller.
But again, he's in love with the Napoli. You know, when you fall in love with the people of Napoli and just in general, like if you leave, it looks like you're trying to force a leave, and then they hate on you. And I don't think he wants to do that, man. Right now, he's playing under Conte. I think they're at the top of the league as well. Did they win this weekend, Napoli?
They play tomorrow.
They play tomorrow, yeah? They play tomorrow at 11:30. Wow, against Empoli.
That right side Bruno role seems to be falling into the lap of a player like Kudus for me. Because if we are going to play that hybrid midfielder right side player, I think Kudus would be fantastic there as well.
So it's funny, we have Kudus at home and Amad Diallo, but we're not going to play him there.
Yeah. With Amad Diallo, I just don't think he's going to get in the team, man, guys. I'll be honest with you, man. The man is
you might have to get into talk with the representatives, and we might have to fight Amad a bigger club. We might have to take.
Yeah. Well, he's got 1 year left on his contract, so I don't know, man. He loves United, though. That's the thing, though. Amad loves United.
I think the club board. I think the board loves Amad as well. I think they view him as a talent, but our manager doesn't rate him for whatever reason. I don't. To be fair, our manager didn't rate Kudus either. So maybe obviously.
He's a very strange man, Ten Hag. He's a strange man, though. Like, honestly, I don't understand. He seemed to want left-footed right wingers. Like, that was his thing. But that doesn't seem to be the case. I don't know what kind of winger he wants on the right side. I'm so confused.
The last 2 years, the best version of Ten Hag the last 2 years has been Rashford and Garnacho on the right. So right-footed right wingers. But 2 years ago, he made us spend the GDP of a small nation on Antony, and he's ass.
That's the GDP.
Oh my days.
Antony, nowhere. Was he on the bench, Antony?
No, he was in the stands. He wasn't on the bench.
Why?
He needs to learn the Flamengo national anthem, bro.
He's gone. I think he's done.
Why was he not playing?
I don't think he's injured too, as well.
He's not rated. Bro, his father gave up on him. He's like, bro, you're not good. You're not good enough for this, bro. It's a simple. He's not good enough.
But Newcastle won him, fam.
No, of course. They need a right winger.
Newcastle won him. They were about to pay £50 million for Elanga, bro.
I know. That's crazy.
I have a proposition for Newcastle. Antony and 65 mil for Anthony Gordon. What we saying?
No, come on. Not Anthony Gordon, bro.
Why not?
No, Jesus.
Antony, is he gonna get to the next? Is he gonna take us to the next level? I'm not sure. He's a good player. But is he gonna take the United to the next level?
I'll probably Anthony Gordon is him, man.
No.
I rate Anthony Gordon though. I rate him. I rate him. But is he gonna take United to the next level? That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so. But
what forward is realistically gonna take us to the next level on the wing? Other than Vicha, who's unrealistic because you're gonna have to spend over 100 mil for him. Because De Laurentiis is not gonna be like, yo, you can just pull up and get my player. It's like,
yeah. I don't know. I think it's one of them where they just, they need to understand that, that I don't know. I just think for me, it's like right now there's bigger concerns in it. You know what I mean? But then again, the forward line is a concern. Was he on the? Yeah, he was on the bench today. Yeah, but he just didn't get used. Like the game
No,
wasn't.
I saw him on the in stands. I don't think he was on the bench. I don't think he was on the bench.
Someone double check that.
No, but I don't think he was on the bench today.
What do you think of Garnacho's performance today as well? Like,
I thought Garnacho, again, the way he plays just screams impact sub to me. Like, he just screams an impact player. Like, the way he gets the ball. Also, he was on the bench. Well, it looked like maybe I saw someone else. But he just seems like an impact player to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, he's just, the way he plays is strange. Like, you think he would have low center of gravity dribbling, but he doesn't. It's weird. He has you would think he'd be more clean, better with the way he dribbles and whatnot, but he's a direct runner. He reminds me of Brennan Johnson. That's for me his ultimate ceiling. I don't think he's, which is not bad. He's going to be an effective player. Like, that's what he's going to do. He's going to pop up with goals. He's going to run in behind. He's going to always walk his socks off. But we need that higher level of player that just can win games on their own on that forward line. We don't have that. That's what I think. And for me, and people are going to get tired of me saying his name because I want it to be known that I said this before another team like Liverpool go buy him. And then, people will be asking, why did Manchester United sign Cunha? Oh my God, he's so good. Again, when you have a player like Cunha, just watch him, right? I'm so confident, even though they are playing Manchester City tomorrow, I think you will have a decent performance.
Yeah.
The way he gets the ball, the way he receives the ball, the way he carries the ball, if you play him in a team with better players, right, where he's more 1v1 and whatnot, he is going to deliver. He just reminds me of a Premier League player he's just a Premier League baller, man. Like, he just gets it.
Facts.
So we'll see. Like, I want someone that can carry the ball, can dribble past players, and I don't know why like United fans don't think he's just okay. I'm like, guys, how many left wingers in the Premier League do you rate? I know he's not really a pure left winger, but how many of them are good?
Yep.
How many of them are good? We don't have many.
Not many.
It's
spot on.
Martinelli has been dog shit for
Bro,
today, Martinelli, if that was Garnacho,
get me started on that guy today, man.
I told you I don't rate that Martinelli, bro. I never rated that Martinelli, and I don't think Arsenal fans now.
Look, how many wingers?
Though his drop off needs to be studied, man. I thought he had a really good. That one season he had a really good. He's been shit, and like I get on Rashford, but he's been. Like, my God, he's been.
When you really think about it, this league has really fallen off because I can't name 5 good wingers on the left hand side in this league. But this league fell off. We used to have Hazard, Mane, Ronaldo.
I know,
bro. This league, Jack Clark plays for Ipswich might be like a top 7.
This is what I'm saying. Who are you gonna call, man? Like, who are you gonna name? Like, who are you gonna name? I think Mitoma is coming back from his injury. He looks better, but it's like he's getting closer to that later stages of his career. Are you going to spend that much money on him?
Brighton have good wingers. They're just very, very raw. Like Adingra is very raw. What's the guy named Minte? He's very raw.
Very raw.
They have very raw players. You know what, man?
Doku, please, hell no, Jesus.
No.
The guy is overrated as shit,
the level of wingers in this league is not that great as it is anyway. Let's be honest. Like, I'm thinking Saka, Salah, Cole Palmer's not a winger, is he? Who's
when I mentioned Anthony Gordon, y'all laughed at me. I told you this guy's the top 5 winger in this league.
Matoma's my guy. I don't know why we don't, bro. Bro, you man don't rate Matoma. I rate him, man.
I like him. I rate Matoma. I just feel he's gonna be he's a system winger. We need someone that just, regardless of what system, he's just going to ball. That's what we need in our forward line. Because if you sign Mitoma, take him out of the Brighton environment and put him in Manchester United, I don't know, man. I don't know.
The NDI guy from Everton.
You know what? He's a bit of a funny one, NDI, because
he's solid.
He's
really good for
got so much technical ability, but he's good. You know what it is, though? He's a definition of show off. Show off. He doesn't need to do it, and he's but he's exciting. And when I watch him, I'm like, yo,
he's so good for Sheffield.
What are you gonna do now? And then he's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I watch Everton games just for NDI. And today, did they win today, by the way?
They won. They did.
Against Ipswich.
Yeah. I gotta stop predicting Everton to get relegated. I just gotta.
Bro, I'm telling you,
Chandash is never
what?
letting his team get relegated. It's not
He's
happening.
never, bro, because you know why? This league is just so poor, man, with the DP. Let's be honest, man.
Yeah, like honestly, their squad's not good. But then I look at Southampton, who their head coach sucks, Russell Martin, and they blew a 2.
Can you talk about your manager, by the way? Can you talk about your manager that you
Who?
keep hyping up?
Oh,
Can
McKenna?
we talk about your manager? Your manager, Kieran McKenna from Man United. How many wins this season?
Bro, it's a tough league.
No,
Is it tough?
you must talk.
Oh my god.
Kieran McKenna,
bro, I'm
Man
not lying,
United,
bro.
you hyped him up.
Today wasn't good, but most of the other games he's literally been competitive. He got a draw against Aston Villa, 2-2. That's a good result. He competed against Liverpool.
The
He got
games that he
beaten by
should have
Man
won,
City.
though. Talk to me about them ones.
It was like 1-1. It's
Huh?
bro, it's a hard league. It's a hard league. He does not have a great squad.
How many? So what's the games he's had this season? Name me the teams he's had this season.
All right, let's bet. He had Liverpool first game of the season. He had Liverpool first game of the season. He had City second game of the season.
Fair.
He drew 1-1. He drew 1-1 with Fulham, who, by the way, were like fifth on the expected points.
Fair enough. What did you get to Southampton?
He drew 1-1.
Poor.
He needs to be winning games like that.
He drew 0-0 against Brighton.
At home.
The bad loss was West Ham. I'm not gonna lie, losing to West
Brighton
Ham.
at home. Did he play Brighton at home?
No, it was at Brighton. It was at Brighton.
Okay, fair enough. That's a good one.
Villa got a result. The West Ham result was bad. I'm not gonna lie.
West Ham. I guess the
Lost to
struggling West Ham, by the way.
Lost to West Ham. I'm not gonna lie. That was
Yeah.
a bad result.
The
Yeah,
football
lost
is not high level, is it? From Ipswich. Like it's good enough. It's not high level for me. I think they play decent, but it's not high level. Like it's not high level.
Also good. Like the squad is not good either. Like let's not act like he's playing with like a great squad. I'm not saying by the way, Kieran McKenna is still a better coach than Erik ten Hag. I will die on that.
Bro,
hill.
but he's not showing it right now. He's showing it. You gotta show
Okay,
it,
so
bro.
so we're expecting Kieran McKenna Ipswich to be higher than Manchester United. Is that what
Leicester.
if
No,
you-
hold on a minute. If Steve Cooper can get that Leicester team that we don't hardly know any of their
that
players
Leicester
yet.
squad is better. That Leicester squad is better than
Is
than
it?
Ipswich. Yes. Bro, Jamie Vardy's better than any Ipswich player. The guy at the age of 37, he's still bagging goals.
They've got Hutchinson they bought for 20 million. They bought that guy from Hull City for a good sum of money. They've got Twan
That's really
Zabi.
good.
They've got
That's
bro, like
The way they play is
it's about Simonics from Blackburn. The Blackburn
Okay,
was
look
the
at
championship player of the year last year. Simonics.
Another thing though, don't forget when you buy that many players, it takes a while to actually get it clicking. Remember Forest, the first season when Forest bought like 25
Can you
players?
manage? Can you?
Do you think they're going to stay up, Griggs?
Yes, I think they're gonna stay up.
So who's going down then? Who's going down?
Leicester, I think Southampton are definitely going down.
Yeah,
Okay.
Southampton,
That's
yeah.
definitive. Palace.
Bro, Leicester got some good results. 2 wins out of last 2,
Yeah, they're doing their thing, man.
and they're playing.
I'm not gonna lie. I know Wolves have a good squad, but I'm worried about Wolves. I think.
Yeah, I
they're-
know.
Oh,
They had
listen,
a tough-
no hits to them, but I would love it if they're going relegated.
So do I.
Yeah, of course. That'll be the feeding club. That'll be everyone's
Bro.
feeding
Oh,
club.
exactly. Look
Everyone
at
will be
Leicester.
pleased.
Look at Leicester's top 3 players. You have Matty Vidi, who's been amazing, and then Ndidi, who has, by the way, like the third most
Oh,
assists.
come
in the
on.
league this season. I don't
Ndidi's
understand.
washed nowadays, man.
No, the thing is, though, you have to realize this. Premier League experience for those kind of clubs really matters, and that Leicester team has a lot.
Okay,
of
so they got
Premier League
Ndidi,
experience.
Vardy. Who else is experienced?
Harry Winks has Premier League experience. He played for Spurs.
Okay, go on.
Jordan Ayew has been in this league for 10 years somehow. I don't know how he's done it.
So
but
you're
he's
now
been in this
hyping
league.
Jordan Ayew. Go on.
I'm not hyping him up, but he scored the winner, for example, today.
Four.
He scored the winner today, for example. So it's those kind of players that know the league in and out that can be game changers. Jordan Ayew is shit, but you saw today how he scored for the Leicester the winner against Southampton. It's those kind of
Yeah.
guys. They have those little moments. That's the thing with Ipswich.
I heard this guy's good though. Fatawu.
Yeah,
He's
I
good.
think. By the way, I think Ipswich is gonna get better as the season progresses. I think they've had a tough fixture list to start.
Maybe
the season,
against
by the way.
United they'll get their first 3 points. Who knows?
You never
They
know.
play United.
Let Ipswich be United. Let Ipswich be United. I better be the first invite on this channel.
Nah,
So I'm
you'll
going
be
to-
here. You'll be
okay,
here.
every
You'll
single
be here.
person. Let him be United.
Yeah. But
United
nah.
are the masters of kickstarting people's season, so
Yeah.
you never know.
But people are talking now. People are saying, "Yo, United are only 6 points behind Arsenal." Well,
No.
That's
no,
what I'm
people-
saying, bro. This United
Stop.
fans,
What?
chill, man.
Oh,
What
I'm
is
saying.
you guys need to
Marcel
chill.
say that
fam.
on the Mandem talk on
You-
Wednesday.
barely hit,
Jesus
we
Christ.
barely hit the top half of the table right now.
Where are we in the? Let me see this Premier League table
I think
now.
we're 11th now.
6 points is big.
We could be
guys.
12th if Nottingham Forest beat Crystal Palace, which is a possibility. Who's at home for that game? Is it Crystal Palace?
I think it's probably Forest.
What,
Yeah, it's
11th?
Forest. It's Forest. It's Monday.
Forest at home. I expect Forest to beat them. Then I can't lie. You know, no Gibbs White. How long's Gibbs White out for? By the way,
Probably. I don't know.
because I've seen it with a protected boot. But yeah,
He's
United
out till
could
mid-Nov-
be
He's out
12th.
till mid-November. He's out till
I
Huh?
think
He's out till mid-November.
Mid-November. Oh, so he doesn't miss the United game then. I think he.
I'm very surprised by Arsenal this season because Arteta is not what I thought he is. He's a good coach. I think he's a very good young coach.
He's
But
taking the
he's-
calculus too literal.
No, but
like-
he's not going in the direction I thought he would go. Right? I thought he would go more gung ho, more pure attacking football, more like. But they've been steadily moving away from that steadily, and he's had chances to make more signings. He's had more chances to buy more forward players, more dangerous players. He's had a lot of money. Why didn't he buy a striker? Why didn't he buy another left winger? Why did he buy another defender? Like, it's so weird. Like, he's buying more defenders, more defensive midfielders. It's like, you have Odegaard. If anything happens to Odegaard, you're in trouble. He didn't sign anybody.
No,
Like-
actually, no. To be fair, I think they have the Odegaard replacement in their youngster and Wanyeri.
No,
Saka
but you can't depend on that though. You're
You
going
can't
for the
depend on him,
league.
but and Wanyeri is a better backup than whoever Saka's backup is.
No,
We saw them
Yeah,
without
they're
Bukayo
obviously
Saka. We saw them without Bukayo Saka today. That shit that was ass.
bro, like I don't know. Is he like taking up a challenge to make his life more difficult? Why are you relying on Havertz? Like, I don't understand. Like, he's gotten the best out of him, but I'm like, dude, you've had the money to bring more people. Like,
I know.
You know what's crazy? United's attack when it fully clicks might be better than Arsenal's man to man.
No, they have more quality play. They have Saka, who I think just elevates the attack.
Saka's obviously, but like I'm talking about like strikers. I'd rather have Hjlund than Havertz. I don't care how good Havertz can be.
Nah, come on, man. Havertz is a good player,
Havertz,
man.
fight, bro. Give me
He's
Hjlund.
gotten a lot out of Havertz.
Clear it.
But
He's got a lot of
man,
confidence.
is he like, when the toothpaste is almost finished, he's squeezing every single inch out of him.
He is.
It's too much. You can't do that when you're chasing for the league, man. You
This
need
way-
your attack
Yeah.
to be like.
I think they missed their shot. I'm not gonna lie. Last year I think was their best shot. They missed out on.
So
I'm still holding out hope. That Liverpool game is massive.
Villa today, man.
It's massive.
Yo, I didn't watch the game. Did Villa play good today? By the way,
Because
Fulham is a tough game
They
to
got
go.
they got lucky because Pereira missed a penalty to make it 2-1 because he's a bum.
oh,
Yeah, he did. He did.
and
and then they got a red card, Anderson, in it.
Then Watkins
'Cause
scored, and I think
Yeah,
so
I was
that's
thinking to myself, this would be the game where Fulham win, But that result there is a big result, and they only literally look at they are Villa, man.
Another
Brighton
City
winning
pool
today
title
is
race,
huge.
another City pool title race. This is where United have me watching again. I have to watch these two terrible clubs fight
I
for the
know.
title for like the fourth time in 6 years.
But Chelsea,
No.
this is why
I
want
think
Chelsea to win tomorrow. I need Chelsea.
Villa with Europe are gonna. They're doing well now, but I don't know how they're gonna keep it up. I don't know if they're
United
gonna
need to
keep
give
it
up. United need to give up finishing above like 7th. It's not happening. We're not.
No, come. Where do in the chat here? By the way, where do you see Man United finishing, guys? Because
Hey, scroll up. Scroll up. Okay, scroll up. Scroll all the way to the top.
okay, let me go.
We're not better than Liverpool. We've already seen that. We're not better than City. We don't even have to see that.
We're not better than that.
We're not better than Arsenal. I don't care that we drew to Aston Villa. They are still a better team than us because they have much better depth than us. Brighton, I think will eventually fall off. I think they're a solid team, but
Chelsea's the one we have to watch out for, man.
Chelsea,
They're the
Chelsea
ones
better
that
than
for
us.
me, I think.
We'll see them. They're playing Liverpool tomorrow. That's a huge test.
The only top team that's above us right now, like I think Newcastle are actually not good.
They're not good. They're not good. I said it,
I think
people. I said it to
they've
people.
stagnated under Eddie Howe. I think they need to make.
Yes, they need to sack him.
That project is dying, fam.
Dying, bro. They need a new
That
plan. They
project
need a
is
new way of
dying.
playing. Because I believe they're a team that is better off playing just transition football, and just sitting back, being so ugly and just winning games like that. They're not like an expansive team, man.
Speaking of coaches, because we have the two teams above us in Bournemouth and Fulham. They
They
have
all
two
about
probably,
what a win.
They probably
Gotta
have two of the better. They probably have two of the better mid-table managers in the league. Top Iraola
Yeah,
and
Silva.
Marco
Yeah,
Silva.
yeah.
Would you guys go for either of them? And like I
Of
said, Ten Hag.
course, I would. I would, man.
Mm,
I would get Areola and Silva if they were available. Of course.
I don't know.
'Cause
I don't know.
we like
not for me.
we liked Marco. Okay, first question: Do you like them more than Thomas Frank?
Yes, more than Thomas Frank. Yes,
Yes, more than Thomas Frank, but I don't know if we need something that just
bro. Brian,
bit
there's no one
higher.
around, man. There's no one around.
I
You
know
can't
he wants some sort of like not like crazy pedigree, but like some kind of like
Areola's
just-
a good manager, man.
I don't
Get
know,
both.
man.
We're
I don't know.
Liverpool. We're beating
Well,
Liverpool,
look-
inshallah. When do we play Liverpool?
hopefully never again.
We haven't even had any big away games, you know. Only Aston Villa's been our big away game. We need
Yeah.
to chill with it, you know. This idea, man. We've not had one big away game yet so far.
I'm not even honestly this season. Even though my expectations is we should finish top 4. That's where I want us to be.
Bro,
But
I mean, really,
because
bro.
of how bad we are, I'm more looking at can we have just a foundation for another coach to come into.
next week.
That's
you know what
it.
you got to realize here. Okay, so Aston Villa next weekend. Can they lose to Bournemouth?
No, they'll be
probably not.
Bournemouth.
Brighton will beat
McKenna, we
Wolves.
must win next week, bro. We need to win McKenna, please.
Brighton will be, bro. If Wolves can't get anything out of Brighton game, that's crazy. So cool. Fulham. I reckon Everton will beat Fulham. Cool.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Can Newcastle get anything out of Chelsea? Probably not. Can Crystal Palace beat Spurs?
That's what. By the way, that's why I don't rate Marco Silva. I feel like every time Fulham are away from home, they're just ass.
Yeah, they asked. Yeah, no, I know. We definitely have to beat West Ham next week. Yeah.
If we don't beat West Ham,
Let
my
Ten Hag
God.
lose to Lopetegui. I swear to God.
Oh my days. Then the
Oh
week
my
after, any
God.
tricky games there for anyone to drop points? No.
Newcastle,
Man United,
Arsenal,
Chelsea.
Newcastle, Arsenal. Newcastle will probably drop points.
Yep.
You never know.
Ooh, City away to
Probably.
Bournemouth. Ooh.
Oh, City away to Bournemouth. I might have to watch that whole weekend of football there, man. That's-
Liverpool, Brighton. That's a good game.
Liverpool, Brighton, good game there. Yeah. Nottingham Forest, West Ham. The
Wow,
Man
what a
United
super
plays
Sunday.
Chelsea.
Yeah, what a super.
We
Sunday.
got an
Spurs-
easy game there. We potentially
Spurs,
got an easy
Villa.
game there.
Spurs, Villa, and United, Chelsea.
And then after
What
that, Liverpool versus Thingy on a Saturday.
Oh, by the way, have you seen
On
Liverpool's
Saturday?
schedule? Have you seen Liverpool's schedule
What is
from now
this?
until December?
It's a crazy
They did it.
Saturday, man.
They have insane.
What
games.
is that? But seriously, what is wrong with this Premier League, man? Why would you want to do that?
Look at Sunday. Look who's playing Sunday.
I know we're playing. I know we're there. We're playing.
Chelsea Arsenal's the main game.
Ah, man, that's what I'm saying, bro. Now I have to go to that game and then miss the first half, man. Ah, that's crazy. Then after that, it's international break, is it? Yeah.
We have some
So-
good fixtures, man. If we can navigate this next few fixtures,
Ah, man,
Euro
I
is gonna
just
come back,
I don't
into the
care-
team.
I don't care how good Chelsea are. We should beat them at home. I don't care, man.
Ipswich.
It's all-
You know what it is, though? United always play in the last on a Sunday or the first on a Sunday.
Oh, they got Ipswich under the lights Sunday. Oh,
Yeah. Southampton play Liverpool.
That Liam Delap dagger is gonna be like a bullet to
The
the
Man
chest.
United play Everton 1:30 kickoff. That's a weird time. Look at this, man. What is wrong with this, bro? Are they taking a piss, fam?
No, Saeed, don't forget the time change is the end of the month, so that's what the time change. It hasn't accounted for it.
No, but it's still gonna be like, why are they taking it? Why are they doing this, man? Like, bro, allow this, man.
No,
Every
it's
big
gonna
game
be-
United play, there's always a big game after it. What are you doing, man? But anyway, that happens, and then that's the one where I'm gonna be in a big six watch along.
Oh my!
I'm not even doing a
God.
watch along for that one. Arsenal is the one, man.
I
Now
hate
for me, that one
What day is
there
that
is
on?
where I think
What day is
United.
that on? What day is that on? Go up.
Wednesday.
Please let me be at work, man. I beg. Let me be at work. Shut up.
Even
Listen.
this one's a tough game as well. Forest at home.
If there's one team that I need Man United to,
Yeah, that's a different one. You know what it is? I'm just trying to think of United going on a run. I can't see a run, man.
It has
No,
to be
no,
from
listen.
now until Chelsea. It has to be from now until Chelsea game. It has
Yeah,
to be.
now until Chelsea game, we need to win most maximum points. Let's see that.
Even Chelsea, the way I watch Chelsea play, they're gonna be tough to keep out.
Oh, this is oh my days. This one here, Man City. Oh, that is crazy. I can't lie. January.
Oh my God, we're gonna start the new year against Liverpool.
Yeah, New Year, Liverpool. Yep.
Oh, trying to
Bro.
roll my 2025 before it's even here. I saw you'll get
January
this off
after
the
that
screen,
is
man.
not
It's
too
making
bad
me
at
sense.
all. Look
What?
at this. What is this? Sunday, 7 o'clock. Are they all right in the head?
You'll be home though. So in a way game.
Yeah, but who wants to watch football Sunday at 7 o'clock, man?
The fans, man. Good credit to them
Honestly,
because
that one
that's
there
not,
is
that's not
United
easy.
playing Crystal Palace. United will probably play that on a Saturday, probably, or maybe that'll be a Saturday 3 o'clock against Crystal Palace. Yeah.
Do you think Ten Hag survives the season now? Because
I think because he's gonna have yo-yo performances, yo-yo results, and then what he does is he'll scum his way, like you know what I mean, like through all of this. You feel me?
Because you might be right, because I think what they have done is they've looked at it. You know, when Chelsea appointed Poch,
Oh, that's tough. That United,
and they viewed Poch as maybe 1 to 2 seasons. So maybe they're just giving him this whole season.
Bournemouth. Yeah, the end of the season is difficult.
Honestly,
United's end of the season is crazy.
We'll
the
get to that. We'll get to that.
end of the season.
We'll get to
You
that
got
when it comes to
Villa, Chelsea, West Ham,
I'm hoping they have all
Brentford
nothing to
away.
play for.
Bournemouth.
That's the only way.
I'm gonna lie. Hopefully we're like in the European
Newcastle.
final at that point. We're just like
Man City. The last 5. Oh my days.
But nah,
I don't know what I'm doing. Go all the way there, but
Yeah, Saeed, like
this guy's
save
I don't know
the
what
future
happened
stress for the
let
future.
me just,
Save the,
yo.
I was about to
I
say
don't know what I did
um,
there, man.
in terms of, like,
I did there.
I think they kept Ten Hag first of all because I don't think they had anyone that they can appoint other than Ruud interim that they really wanted right now. Hopefully, this guy usually chats nonsense, but
We
Christian
always
Falk,
beat Chelsea. I'm predicting 3 points there, me. So
We can-
no,
I am.
at least
I don't give a shit.
no,
man.
we should probably get a draw at the very least. Hopefully,
Nah, we'll beat Chelsea. Trust me.
I hopefully Christian Falk is not chatting at his ass, and hopefully we're looking at that Stuttgart manager for the summer because he doesn't want to leave Stuttgart now because they're in Champions League football. And he doesn't want to leave.
Are they falling off though this season? Like they've fallen off. Like
no. I just think he took a team that weren't that good and made them a lot better than they actually are.
Like Bologna, innit? Bologna as well.
Yeah,
Similar.
so I don't-
Thiago Motta. Always have you noticed? They always like when they put so much into a first season. The next season is always a fall off, man. It's sad, man. It happened to Lons. You know, RC Lons. They were good.
The thing with those clubs is though they lose a lot of players, and that's
I know that's a problem, man.
And I don't think Stuttgart got gutted like crazy, but they lost Gurasi, who was pretty much like their main source of goals.
Yeah,
last season.
Gurasi.
And
Yeah.
I think Undav was his replacement, but he's solid, but he's not Gurasi because Gurasi's maintained it for Dortmund, so he's just a good player.
Yeah.
I think they're like,
awaits.
but I think
It
they're,
might
like,
make
okay,
sense. It might make sense because to go for Sebastian Hoeness, because maybe we as a club we want to go back to playing 4-4-2.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. 9.
So it might make sense if they want to continue, because if this is the system we want to implement, it makes sense to go for him because there's similarities to what we are doing and what he's doing. I think he's going to be better at implementing it at Manchester United than Ten Hag. But that would be a more seamless transition than anything else that we could do. And it would be easy to get him out of there. So
Yeah.
end of the season,
no.
if we just go for him, it makes sense. It makes sense, to be fair.
The Bundesliga has so much good attacking talent that I rate, but I also don't want to sign them at the same time. So weird.
It don't work at United, mate. They really don't.
So I'm looking at that Frankfurt striker. I'm looking at that Frankfurt striker dude, which is like the best in the world. In Etiquette.
Yo, listen.
Who's he playing for again?
Frankfurt.
Did you see Todibo today?
Bro.
What?
Oi, French league tax, fam.
Oh my God. He had.
It's not French league tax because that league has a high success rate with center backs. I think it's just like he's a decent center back, but he's not like the game changer.
He's not, man. I might have got it wrong. I wanted to leave but United, but boy, he's looking.
He's the first player that I've seen fall for a step over in the Premier League in a long time. I'm like, you let Son cook you with a step over. Son.
Bro.
He's a good player, but he's not. Like, come on, dude.
That I can
Bro.
take Marmouche one 2-man step is crazy, bro. You gotta watch Frankfurt. That striker dude is elite. Like Katika and
Frankfurt are doing
Marmouche.
well this season, aren't they? Did they win today? Did they win today?
They lost to Leverkusen.
Oh, lost to Leverkusen. Oh, yeah.
By the way, you see, we approached Xabi Alonso, we approached Hoeness, we approached Tuchel, we approached Zirkzee, we approached Marco Silva, we approached Thomas Frank, and in the summer, we approached about every coach in Europe. It feels like we had the whole call log.
Focus,
and
Lewis.
we just kept calling, and we just kept getting rejected. So
As we should. As we
no,
should, man.
No, I agree with that, but it also shows to like people that are confident Ten Hag is like safe and that they backed him, that they had confidence in him. They never believed in him. They just weren't able to find the guy to replace him, so they eventually just had to be like, "Yo, you're staying." But they said it nicely to make him believe that, yeah, I have a future here. You got nothing.
I need to read up more on Sebastian Hoeness. I think he might be an option that gets stronger. I don't know if he's the best,
he likes really integrating young players.
I don't think anything's happening, guys, man.
No, I'm not saying this, not right now, but I think at the end of the season.
He's not
in the summer.
Ten Hag is not staying here past a year. It's not happening. There's no way he's here past this year. He would have to be like do the greatest miracle since the miracle on ice to make this team.
I think we've just decided as a club we'll give Ten Hag this season. That's it.
We're punting it. We're basically.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think we're keeping Ten Hag to the end of the season, guys.
And to be honest, when I look at the squad, I don't even mind punting this season because the squad is not good enough. The league is very strong. Yeah, should we actually be trying hard to compete something like that? Or should we be trying to get top four? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, it's
yeah. You're right. We should be better though. We should be way better than we are.
Absolutely. But we also have a lot of stuff to fix, and not just the coach. There's a lot of squad building that needs to get done. That was partly done in the summer, but for example, we still need another 2 center backs. We still need another fullback.
It's the central midfield for me, man. That whole thing needs to be redone. We need 2 solid. Obviously, we have Kobe Mainoo, but we still need 2 solid central midfielders.
Oh yeah, today there was something. Some people saying today, oh no, Kobe Mainoo, no.
He's injured now.
No, but the thing is, a lot of people saying like Kobe Mainoo. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
like, we're saying he slows us down, and we look a bit better without Kobe. Like that
nonsense.
is crazy, man.
The thing is, though, like it's because he's not a Ten Hag midfielder. Because Ten Hag wants his midfielders to be like these uber athletes, like they're track stars. He's not that kind of midfielder. He's your intricate guy. That's what this is like. You put Kobe Mainoo under slot, where you see, bro, look amazing.
Yeah,
you put Mainoo under a lot of coaches. It's like people are just being
no. It's just if we play him in Eriksen's role, I don't think it'd be an issue. Like we've changed the midfield dynamic again. Like where he's not having to cover for the nonsense of Bruno and whatnot for the rest of the team.
So if you put him where Bruno played today, maybe it would look much better. And he's
people need to chill. Just relax. He's a kid, man. Relax.
He needs time off. Man. He needs time off.
Mainoo has played in the midfield without Bruno at Anfield, and he looked really good at Anfield. Coincidence.
Yeah, he did.
Bruno. I don't know. Like ultimately, I think this team is moving past Bruno Fernandes. I know people, Bruno will do something and score like a crazy Waldy in a game going forward and something like that. But I just think the team wants to move past him. Like he seems like he's the most creative player, and we seem to keep on pushing him out of the team, out of the way, get him in a different position. This augmented right side midfielder that he's playing now, I don't think he's really.
Oh, you know what's crazy? He's
not adding anything.
He offered us at the summer, basically. He was tempted to leave, and we panicked, and we gave him the wage bump.
Yeah, but that article, by the way, I don't know if that was a true article, by the way, from ESPN.
I don't 100% believe
it. They were moving mad in that article, man. That is very, very kind of like if Ineos was serious.
What's the journalist's name again? What's the guy's
Robert Dawson and
Mark Ogden.
Mark
Ogden pisses me off, man.
Bro,
they were off.
But the thing is though, when United Plug tweeted it, it was as if that Mark Ogden said it. But then when I checked it, they were saying that a source has revealed that this.
Yeah,
do you get it?
Obviously, in every article there are some like kind of elements of truth to it, but I don't think it was I don't think it was like crazy accurate.
Nah, that was wild, man.
Obviously, what Ineos
I wish it was true, but it is what it is.
We should sell him. If I'm being totally honest with you, we should sell him. Like,
if we can get staying now. He's staying. I think for me, this fan base
I don't think Bruno is staying here another year without Champions League football. I don't think he wants to stay at that point.
He still looks like his head is not right. In the first half, he was throwing his hands up in the air. He was constantly frustrated. I don't know, like there's something off with him. Like this season, he's worse, like way worse than he has ever been for United. And he just looks.
It's possible the burden has taken its toll on him too, because like at the end of the day, he is the captain. Most of the blame will go on him from the player perspective, obviously. So it's like, yeah, he might just be tired. But he's not going to be the first player that's been burned out by Man United. There's been players. We saw Pogba talk about it. We saw Lukaku talk about it in their interviews.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not saying he's like, obviously he might not be on the level with those players sometimes, but at the end of the day, he's been here for what is it? It's only been 5 years, but from his point of view, it's probably felt like
5 years. Crazy.
It's probably felt like
it might be time to move him on, if I'm being honest.
5 years is mad, but like I said, I expect him to keep staying here. I expect him to keep being here. Like these top players, unless a manager comes in and he's such a progressive coach and he's very, very adamant that things have got to change, then that's when I can be like, yo, cool, he's gonna leave. But right now, no.
The club won't force him out, but I think he'll force himself out. Like I think he'll want to leave. I think he's gonna push for a move. Like he'll just want to leave. Maybe it's to go to Saudi. Maybe not. Maybe now he looks.
You can't rebuild with a 30-year-old captain, fam. You just cannot do that. You can't.
It would have to be a special captain, and he's not.
Yeah, you'd have to be Steven Gerrard. You'd have to be like, he's not our talisman. Even though people like to say he is, he hasn't been our talisman for like 2 seasons. At the minimum.
Yeah.
He really hasn't been that guy. Rashford in Ten Hag's first season, second season, everybody was shit. Where's Bruno been? Yeah. He hasn't really been that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone said here, Bruno's a good player, just not the guy to build around. Yeah. Listen, it's what it is, man. I think for me, right now, I think the maddest thing about today is like, a lot of people were like, yo, man, United back. I said, bro, just enjoy the win, man. That's all I said. Enjoy the win and just get about your week. Until we get to Fenerbahce. Like, generally, guys, what you feel now is not what you're going to feel maybe after Fenerbahce. But just enjoy it, man. Because we've not been able to enjoy a win. Is it our 3rd win of the season?
Yeah, you're right. I'm not, I go into United games, I don't feel anything. And I'm not really interested. It's just...
Guys, it's our 3rd win of the season. Yeah, 3rd win. So we've had 3 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses. So, and the last win we had was against Southampton.
You know what that means? A draw next week to make it 3-3-3. There you go.
All right, there you go.
So, no.
Honestly, man, like, you know what it is, man? People, like, for me, I come out of the ground and like people wanted to have such like, I would say like, like a diagnosis and just like a post-mortem. Obviously, we're doing it now.
I saw a lot of tickets were available for today. Like, there was,
to be fair, you say that, but then it was actually quite packed. It was 73,000. So, it was packed in the end. I don't know, maybe people got tickets in the end. But I feel like for me, it's one of them where I come out the ground today and I was like, yo, I'm just happy that we won, man. And I could just enjoy my week. And it is sad because then I can't be over gassed because it's still a bit too far and we're not there yet. But it's just a case of relief. Like, we can just enjoy about our day until Thursday. But you are in a scary precedent, though. The fact that, a loss is always around the corner, crisis is always around the corner, and you don't know what you're going to get.
It's crazy. It's crazy how we're mirroring Liverpool when they went through their 30 years of...
Yeah, literally, shit. You are.
Literally mirroring Liverpool in the 90s. This last decade has basically been that. And now they got... what's the coach they had in 2000, 2001? I forgot his name.
Not Julio. Someone else.
It's Julio.
Julio. The one that passed. Yeah, Julio.
He won. I think he won a couple of cups for them as well. Like he
did the Mourinho treble. The Europa like Carabao or FA Cup and like something else that he won.
Yeah.
Shield.
So but like that. It's crazy. But I just tell United fans right now, like, listen, we have a long journey. Like, I know people want to crash out on Ineos and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be a long time before we get to winning Premier Leagues, man. It's gonna be a minute. So just enjoy. Just this is what it is. This is where we are, man. This is where we are.
I'll give my suggestion. Just enjoy the young players and just focus on their development. Focus on the Rasmuses of the world. Focus on the Lenny Yoros when they play. Focus on the Kobe Mainoos. And just hope for the best for them that they develop. And then just pray that it gets better. Because There's probably a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know how long that tunnel is. It could still be a 15-year-old tunnel. I don't know. Hopefully it goes by Omar Barada's tunnel, which that tunnel ends in 2028. Hopefully it's by that, because can I really wait 4 more years? Not really, but if I have to, I will. But if we're talking the Liverpool tunnel, like Brian just mentioned, if I have to go another 19 years without a league title, I'm gonna crash out, because that's a very long time. 30 years is about is a third of 100 years. That is a very long time.
It is, but the thing is that we've already completed 11. So there's only how many left? Like,
sorry, 19, bro. 19 years a long time,
bro.
So that's why that Liverpool stretch, man, that 30 years, fam. I don't know.
Arsenal have not won the league
Jesus.
in 21 years. They've not won the league, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they've literally been competing for the past 3 years and still not won it. You know what I'm saying to you?
I'm gonna be 40. I'm gonna be 43 in 19 years, bro.
Yo, big up Rich King, man. I don't know if I went Nando's though, bro. And I didn't go with my missus as well. When was this? Are you trying to expose me now, bro? I didn't go Nando's, man.
He met someone else.
But I did go somewhere last week though. But yeah, that was not Nando's though. But yeah, big up Richie King, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. What was I gonna say? Nah, that's knocked me off that, man. This funny, Richie King, what's going on, bro? But yeah, I think for me, it's one of them where I think for me it's like it's a scary one where
could be a long time, man.
Could be, yeah, basically.
Could be a long time.
Sorry, someone's at the door. 1 second. Go on, speak.
The only hope I have is the fact that we've hired serious people in charge, and they shorten that cycle. That's the only hope. That's the only hope, because if we were just left with the Glazers, confirmed we were going to at least 30 years without winning the title.
I would start focusing on American sports more.
Yeah, because man,
it is what it is at this point. We just gotta wait. Just hope.
So we'll see, man.
Just left the bag in the car, man. See what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I think for me, listen, man, I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. But boy, we've got a lot of work to do, man.
Listen, Sajim, you're how old is he? You want to win the league soon, man. 73 years old. Come on,
something like that. Yeah.
My what's it called? My like timetable for Ineos really starts when Pep leaves the league. When Pep leaves the league,
he's gone.
Do you predict that Man United can compete when Pep's gone?
We should.
Also, Ten Hag as well. Every season he starts off the league so slow, man.
He won't be here. He won't be here for that. Don't worry.
No, but do you see what I mean, though, guys?
So if Ten Hag is still in this league after Pep leaves, I promise you, I will not be watching this sport. I promise you.
I don't think he's gonna stay. I think we're having our Poch season, where Poch was given the whole season to just set the foundation. I don't think he's going to stay beyond this season, if I'm being honest with you.
Bro, I wish, man. I wish, because you know what it is, yo. If you're going for the title, man, like you can get behind that, man. Everyone can get behind it, and nobody can really say, yo, you were Ten Hag out. You can't celebrate this league, bro. Ten Hag could have been sacked in that period, man. So nobody can say, yo, like nobody can start doing point scoring, man. Because Ten Hag could have been sacked in every period, bro, in them 3 years. But I can never see Ten Hag winning the league. Never, bro.
No, he's not gonna happen.
I don't think Ten Hag can win the championship, let alone the Premier League. That's not true.
Bro,
he can win a cup. He can look on another, domestic cup and another Europa League, but I don't think he's going to win the league for us ever. I think, like I said, we need to establish a base so that all this money we've spent, this 600 million, obviously most of it's spent on Casemiro and Antony, which is shocking. But we still need to take like you said, focus on the Hjlunds, the Mainoos, Garnacho, add a bit more experience into this team, and then maybe we can do something. Because you will be surprised how the impact maybe 2, 3, 4 really good players can make in a team, in a setup. That's what we're missing right now.
We need to stop thinking about what managers can really win the league for us, because I'm gonna be real. There's not really a manager out there that I look at and that screams Premier League winner. I think it's just about what your team looks like, what your structure looks like. That would really determine that. Because when Mikel Arteta got hired, no one really thought, this guy can challenge for the Premier League in 3 years. Facts. Especially the way that he started at Arsenal. No one ever thought that. Arne Slot, no one expected him to be kicking off the way that he thinks that has Philip. Obviously,
I'm surprised. I'll hold my hand up.
So yeah, I think it's more about. I think we're now once Pep leaves, we're really gonna enter the era where it's gonna be really players dictating who wins the league. It's not really gonna be coaches because the level of the elite level coaches, based on like how we used to view them, is dying. I think Pep's the last of his era. Pep, the Carlos of the world. Those guys from a dying era. Now you have your system managers, like your Motas, your Alonsos, your Nagelsmans. Because, for example, Vincent Kompany, who in their life mind when Vincent Kompany retired would ever have thought that Vincent Kompany would be managing Bayern Munich one day? No one would ever think that. So,
I think when Pep goes, football is going to revert back to the way it used to be. But I don't think you're going to see as much of this, I don't know, this overly controlled football that we see now. I think things are going to start changing back again. Yeah, you're going to see a lot more. The teams that come out and start playing with a lot more expression are going to be the teams that are going to dominate. Like,
But I don't think United fans would love controlled possession football, you know. I don't think they would. I generally like when I look at Old Trafford, like, you know, they don't want that. I think they want to see us play with on the front foot, exciting, dynamic, you know, attacking.
Just play the way you played in the second half today. Literally, just do that.
Yeah, exactly. So,
obviously, can it get better? Can it get better than that? Yeah, it can get better than that. But at the very least, set that as.
Look at Real Madrid though; they play boring football, man. Look at
they weren't like this last season.
They weren't, I know, but Mbappe's added a bit of, you know.
Boy,
what I'm looking for.
That transfer, man.
They have
that transfer.
That impacted them a lot. They lost their tempo setter. Once you lose your tempo setter, and you look at us, we lost our tempo setter, Paul Scholes, and we haven't replaced him in 15 years. We lost Michael Carrick, we haven't replaced him either. So it ain't easy to replace your tempo setters. So
I think that's why they want Trent. Yeah,
because he's a tempo setter, but from right back, like he can dictate the game.
Absolutely, man.
Which they will get Trent. So Liverpool, I don't know how you guys are gonna deal with that. But
who's my tempo setter? I don't even freaking know, man.
Bro,
Bruno Fernandes. That's why we have so many problems.
Bro, I swear down, bro, man.
That tempo's fast forward about 8 times on the TV right there. That's what that tempo.
Yeah. And hopefully Chelsea win tomorrow, man. Because I'm not looking to see Liverpool.
No. I can't be hearing Chelsea fans saying, "Oh, we're gonna win the Premier League." I can't be having.
Nah, Mainoo, man. Mainoo.
A draw would be fantastic.
I hate Liverpool, man.
I would love a 0-0 draw in that game. I promise you. Just give me the stinkiest game of all time. I don't care, bro. I'm tired. I hate both fan bases, bro. Because if I have to hear one more person say, "Oh, Chelsea,"
I hate Liverpool, so
yeah,
I
obviously
can't stand Liverpool, man.
But Chelsea fans are doing a lot of chirping.
I hate Liverpool more than City, man.
Yeah, I'm talking about like Chelsea fans in general. They're doing a lot of chirping for beating West Ham and Brighton and shit like that.
The team I hate the most is Arsenal.
Yeah.
I hate Arsenal the most.
You know what?
You gotta be humble, man. Liverpool needs to be humble, man. Because you know what it is with Grizz and the whole fan base, they think that, you know, this and one. You know what I mean? I just think for me, it's like, yo, if Chelsea get a result, I think for me, if Chelsea get a result tomorrow, people need to start being more serious.
That defense is so shit, though.
Is it though?
Yeah, defense is shit, man.
Nice.
I think it's got more solid on us here. With Cucurella's been very good. Levi Cole's been good. You know, if they get Reece James back, put Custo left wing back or left back, you know, boy, they could look really good, man.
Bruce is not a better left back than Cucurella. He's not a left back.
You know, but they've got options though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got options. You know what the maddest thing is? We haven't even seen Badiashile and them, man. Like, that's how bad it is.
I don't think they have a center back that's a good box defender. And I think
Tosin's there as well.
Once they play better teams,
that Tosin guy is overrated, man. Overrated as hell.
By the way,
he's not that good.
By the way,
you were literally talking about.
By the way,
no, I didn't want him. I didn't want him. Like,
no, do you know what he asked for? Do you know what he asked for from like the Newcastles? He asked for a clause to be put in for his contract if Barcelona or Real Madrid come in for him. Brother, no one wants you they don't want you like that. I beg give it up. Real Madrid do not know what a Tosin Adebayo is. They don't.
That's their weakness. Is their defense. Because I think the attack can score.
How many goals have they conceded this year, Chelsea?
But the defense is.
Chelsea have conceded this year 8 goals.
No, it's not even just about the goals conceded.
That's same as Arsenal, same as Man City.
They're good.
Their defense bad.
Yes,
Their defense
when you
is
watch
not
the
good, bro.
when you watch the games, for example, obviously forget like against Forest, for example, Robert Sanchez had to pull off like 3 miracle saves in the last minute when Forest were down to 10 men. Against even West Ham, when they beat West Ham should have had a penalty shout. They
Yeah,
had a couple
Liverpool's
opportunities in
defense
the
is
box.
amazing.
It's like
Liverpool
that's the thing with
conceded
Chelsea.
2 goals. You know how
Yeah,
crazy that is? But then, to be
yeah.
fair, they've not played anyone of significance.
Well, don't forget Liverpool last season. I think until March had the best defensive record in the league. They have a really good defense.
Liverpool fans will not see it now. I mean, Chelsea fans will not see it now, but you will see your defense is going to be a problem this season. And once the season finishes, you're going to be screaming, "We need to go buy
How many
defenders."
conceded?
Like I'm telling you, your attack is
9.
good. Your midfield is good, but your defense is not world class.
Even
It's
their
not.
midfield, I think it's worked so far. But if they pull up tomorrow at Anfield with the Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Palmer midfield, that's getting cooked. That's getting run through like butter, bro. It is getting. Well,
Liverpool are they've been highly clinical this season. So for me, it's gonna be hard for you guys. Like it'd be hard for you get them to not concede a goal. And if they concede one at Anfield, well, it's Anfield, man.
Yeah, we got packed 3-0 twice. That's what makes it more ugly, innit? Had we not done that, 9 goals.
Actually, I think our defense has actually been pretty solid for the most part this season. I'm not gonna lie.
Their goalkeepers bailed them out a few times. Against Bournemouth, their goalkeeper put off a penalty save.
They got peppered.
Like, come on, man. The defense is not good. It's not good. So
United so now United are on level with Leicester in terms of goals scored. Only Crystal Palace actually. Crystal Palace and Southampton scored less goals than us in the league.
Yeah, man.
To be fair, last year our goal scoring kind of kicked up when we saw this front 3. Hopefully, maybe something similar happens again this year. Like now, hopefully we score like another 2-3 against West Ham next week. Hopefully,
even Thingy have scored. Wolves have scored more goals than us. 9. That's mad.
And Cunha has like 3 of those, or something like that.
Yeah, that's mad, man. That's why for me next weekend, so West Ham next weekend they've conceded 11 goals. No, they've seen
15.
Yeah, and they've 15. They've scored 11. Conceded 15 now.
We should be cooking West Ham.
We should be putting 2 past. We should be putting 2 past. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, they have drawn a few games. So they won this season. They've won 2 games, drawn 2, lost 4, and they got no cutters as well. Who was in their team today? What was that? I forgot their team again today.
Paqueta, Bowen, Antonio. The worst midfield I've ever seen in Guido Rodriguez and Thomas Suchek. That is the diabolical.
Oh my day! Let me just check their team right now.
Diabolical.
Lineups. This is their lineup this today. If we don't beat this team, we're
Juan Bissaka's gonna have the game of his life.
I know. As people were celebrating the fact that they had such a good summer.
I know.
People get so pumped.
7th.
People are like, "Oh, transfer hype! It's transfer hype."
I think the bigger issue is their coach. I think Lopetegui.
Oh, the coach, yeah.
They played Somerville, then they got a chance. Why are they not giving this guy a chance, man? He's a baller, man.
Because
coach is on.
Death taxes McKenna. Death taxes McKenna Antonio finding his way in that team, bro.
Nah, this is a dead team, man.
Watching Wan-Bissaka trying to link up with Kudus has been hilarious.
So much, man. Paqueta, yeah, man. This is a dead team, man. Yeah, we need to be beating this team, man.
And they bought Fulkrug. He's off.
Fulkrug's injured. Yeah, he's injured.
But he was shite. He was so bad.
It's crazy.
He was so bad.
That club is so funny. They saw themselves mess up with Alir and they doubled down and went with Fulkrug.
My gosh. He moves like I thought Weghorst was slow. He moves at snail's pace. And like he cannot run.
This is why Dortmund are one of the smartest clubs in the world. They flipped Fulkrug for like 30 mil and went to Stuttgart and bought Guirassy, who's about 7 years younger, and got him for the same price. And now he's one of the top scorers in the league.
Bro, it's mad.
That's how you do business.
That is West Ham are bang average. We've got to go Stratford. Now, trust me, like West Ham, Broski, I swear down, man. If we lose to them, that'll be it. I think that should be the sacking tomorrow. You get me? No, I'm going to be on Big Six tomorrow. We're doing a Big Six watch along, so I'm going London tomorrow. So yeah, that'll be there. But I'll do a match reaction for that one, and yeah, we'll.
Liverpool Chelsea is gonna be. It's gonna be spicy.
It's gonna be spicy, man. Hopefully, it's a good game to watch, and we get something from it. But listen, people, we're gonna wrap up here. Griggs, it's been a pleasure, bro. Big up to you for jumping on, man. Been a good show.
Yeah, well as always, bro.
Yeah, big up to you. Big up to you, Brian, as well, man. We'll catch up on Tuesday.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, big up to you. Big up to everyone who's here. I don't know how many likes we're on right now, but it's probably not enough. So if you are here, I think we've got 426 likes.
Staffy is calling you out, mate.
Staffy woke up from his nap.
Did we predict them to finish 6? Yeah, no. I think 6 or 7, something like that. Yeah, man. I had a stinker there. And big up Suge, man, with the late super chat. Says, big up Saeed, Brian, Griggs, and the community. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Yeah, man. Good show. Enjoy your weekend and just relax. And just take it easy.
Make sure you enjoy those 4 days without Man United. Every day without Man United is a precious 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
Make sure you
cherish true. Every day,
bro. I was having so much fun. Like when United
Brian, was I not wrong? Yo, this international break was a vibe. Bro.
It was a whole vibe.
It was a nice vibe, bro. Man. So that's what I'm saying, innit? Like everyone enjoy it, everyone relax, and yeah, man, we're feasting right now. I'm gonna redirect you to big up DLM, man. Big up my guy DLM. I'm gonna redirect you to Flawless. He's live right now. So go head over there, show him some love. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the Unfiltered podcast. Tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.